happy hour time, baby. I'm not tilted, you're tilted. So you guys ready for a party? Let's go! Let's fucking go! Comedy, sports, love, friendship, most of all being yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Haley just killed me! Would you go to Green Shell Sniper School? From my family to yours, thank you.
Yes,
Fuck you, Josh.
That glorious music you hear is that of us getting our Sundays back, Gooch.
We back.
We're back, baby. We back minus two of us. But the two here that matter, right? Right? The good-looking ones. The good-looking ones. What's happening, chat? Knocker is dealing with some audio issues. He's on the phone, I think, with Fear getting him all checked out. He should be with us shortly. We tried to help out Pops. All me and Gooch can just shake our heads. It's just Bud Knocker, you know. And Tony Blacks, I think Tony, we don't know what happened to Tony. Tony might have just slept in and said, fuck it.
Okay, so first of all, it's clear that Josh or Knocker
Queen
wasn't in
welcome to
the
the
AV club
squad, fam.
or anything. So, like, hopefully we can get Knocker back soon. And Tony, he actually raided into my channel at about 6 p.m. So that was about, 2-3 hours ago.
Welcome to the squad,
I guarantee
fam.
he's probably
We
out.
back.
Dude.
Lol. Happy
He's
first picks of the
probably
year.
out.
Dude, Tony's gonna fucking come in halfway during the set, but yo, fuckers, I forgot. I'm sorry, I was sleeping. Yo, Queen Tay, thank you for the Prime sub 7 months. Really appreciate you coming back. Thank you. Jen Dillette, thank you for the 10 months. We back. Happy first picks of the year. Thank you so much. Flame coming in as well. You gotta love it. The hype train going for football. Everyone's stoked for football right now. I love it.
Nexo Soprano
I love
HD,
it.
welcome
Hell
to the
yeah.
squad,
Flame
fam.
with the 5 bomb coming in. Hype train moving. Raz, thank you for the 10 months, buddy. Thank you. Thank you
John
so much.
67,874, welcome to the squad, fam.
Maybe if I spelled his name right. Oh, here, I'll fix it. Savages. You're all savages.
Get down gamer, welcome to the
Hang
squad,
on.
fam.
Maybe if I spelled it. All right, there's an S on the end of his name. All right, sorry. There you
The
go.
Flame 619 has just dropped a bomb on the squad 5.
Yo, thank you for the 5 bomb again, Flame. I appreciate it. Well, Raid's coming in. Sorry, Gucci, just going crazy.
Oh, bro, call it out. Call it out.
Oh, Broken, what's happening? No worries. Again, we're going to roll marbles after, so if you want some late night marble action, we'll have a couple hours of marbles after. Raiders, welcome in. D-Will, I appreciate it. We had a good stream, brother. Thank you, Captain Carl. Everyone who coming in. Mods, welcome in. Week 1. NFL picks,
Week
baby.
1.
Oh, it
Week
feels
1. I'm ready
good.
to dive
It
in,
feels
man. I'm ready to dive in.
I'm
Head
ready to
first.
Head first into a
Head
football fucking sandwich right now. I cannot wait. We're going to be kicking off with a big game on Thursday. Happy hour, Bucks versus Cowboys. It's going to be nuts. Big game. Obviously, just kick off the season. We got a lot of pretty good matchups. I'm looking over the schedule of the matchups. We got some pretty good ones. There's some lame duck ones out there, but there's some really good matchups coming out in week 1. Sounds like you did a last minute guess. Yo, we might just take guests in now that Tony and Knocker are showing up.
I mean,
I legit think Tony's passed out. If we had to take bets right now, I bet that
Chat's
Tony.
the third man.
Yeah, Chat's the third man today. Exactly. Josh, there's no hope for the Cowboys. That's exactly why I picked the Bucks to win. I am wearing my Cowboy jersey, but I'm not stupid. I'm going into this year. I'm not going to be stupid and pick my team just because they're my team. I have a lot of bets now because people are coming at me this season. I've got to stick to my guns. I've got to just play this mentally smart. I cannot get sucked in to picking my own team when I know they're going to lose.
Is there not also an added incentive that you don't want to see something in your mouth?
You see what he's holding there, Chat.
Chat, this is a bottle of really, really hot sauce that we're betting week 1 picks on. So that's going to also be in play.
Yes.
He might be a little nervous for that.
I'm very nervous. I have a very weak stomach, unlike unlike Gooch, who can take. Yeah, is that powerful stuff, Jen? Seriously, is that? It's crazy. I've never had this.
Literally, right when Tony rated in, I had to take a sampling of it, so I've already kind of previewed it to some of you people.
And I'm not good with like I like hot sauce. Trust me, I eat hot food, but that's not eating hot food. That is burning your esophagus off. And then taking the biggest burning butthole poop in the morning. It's not fun. It's not
fun. And Troll, to answer your question, I think it's some people say 2.5 million, some people say 3 million. I don't know the exact rating, but I know it's just ridiculously high. Yeah, the Scoville. Yeah, it's not right.
Oh, it's gonna be nuts. So I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna make actually if I lose, which I'm not, but if I lose, I'm gonna actually make chicken wings and put that on there. So that's what I'm gonna do.
You need to have like a good proportion of it on there.
Okay, you'll be live there. You'll be live. Don't worry. I'll put a big dabby on there. All right.
It's called the last dab. I want to see a good sized dab on there.
Toby, I'm gonna die. I literally might die. You know, all of me eating stuff that I don't like. I have a very weak stomach. You've seen me with anchovies. You've seen me with the pranks that my child has pulled. So good to see it again. Have it. Thank you all for the level 2 hype train to kick off the show. You all are nuts. I appreciate it. We are again gonna roll marbles for a couple hours after, so stick around with that if y'all want to get some races in. But we're gonna go over all the games today, give you our winners, our predictions, some fantasy advice. If you have any questions fantasy wise or who you should pick or anything involving any game, use the channel points. It's only like 100 channel points. You want to ask your question, that'll put you in the activity feed so we can see it a lot better. Make sure you get your picks in. Like I said, set your alarm on your phone. Everyone's got a phone with an alarm. Set your alarm now for Wednesdays at like whatever you want to set it, or Thursday mornings to make sure you get your picks in. Remember, each week, $25 to the winner. If you happen to be a tie, we'll go ahead and split that money at the top. So at the very end, the person with the most total correct picks is going to get $350 fucking dollars, baby. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
That's a payday right there.
That is huge. Absolutely huge. So it's going to be an absolutely great time. So make sure you guys could join in. Exclamation NFL in chat. This is some bullshit. Knocker, can you not get it fixed, dude?
How would you like to suck my
That sucks.
Yeah? Jim?
I thought we were getting close.
Yeah, I thought. Did you call Daniel? Did you call Daniel or no? There we go. Sorry.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Did you talk to Daniel? He's not on with Fear. Fear's live. Oh, Fear's like fuck you. Fear's like I'm streaming. All right, so we'll get into all that and all the picks, fantasy news, and all that good stuff. So, dude, Drippy Tippy, thank you for the 200 biddies, bro. Push it to level 3, you nutbag. He's streaming, Knocker. So yeah, Knocker, if you want to hop on it and get your picks, I know you can hear through your screen. So I mean that's fine. I don't think we're gonna get any reverb from you. I can mute you on that end. So if you still want to hop on and pick, because we can hear you. I know you just can't hear us through your headphones. That's his problem. So. And all you tech wizards, don't worry. We went to the sound settings. Okay, we don't need all of your tech support. All right, in chat. Did you guys go? You know, Gooch. They're all gonna. Did you guys go to the advanced sound settings?
Trust me. Backseat. Yeah, the backseat advice is just gonna come.
The backseat tech support and chat's coming. You know it's happening.
You tried turning it off and on again.
Exactly. So we're gonna get to all of our amazing picks here. And again, make sure you lock them in as we go. If you have any fantasy questions or anything. Make sure again you put them in chat and we'll get to as many as possible. Now, Gooch, getting into week 1 of the season here. I think this season there's a lot of storylines going into this season here with a plenty of different teams. I mean, I never really had a season that we've had this many storylines from Tom Brady back again. Are the Steelers going to rebound? How good is Lawrence going to be with the Jaguars? The whole Cowboys situation. Is Russell Wilson still done? Are Seattle going to bounce back? How your Dolphins going to do? Are the Bills, was this just a one and done thing for the Bills? Are they the real deal? How the 49ers going to do with their quarterback situation? New quarterback with the with the Los Angeles Rams. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of storylines going into the season. Yeah. New England Patriots, rookie quarterback. There's so much.
There's a lot. There's just too much to like take account of. It's a matter of just which one you want to focus on and what time of the year does it mean the most. So many players that have new homes. You have so many teams like really close on the cusp of being amazing. There's some teams that are just like coming off of a rebuild that need to prove that rebuild was worth something. And there's a lot of like that Hard Knocks for the Cowboys is really like putting the spotlight on them.
It really is.
Gosh, that's not done you favors in the past, but
it has done me favors, but it's like I kind of do like it because it gives you a little bit of an insight. But man, I'm really scared about. I'm scared about Dak's arm. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Man, I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm terrified.
Like it's funny because you're kind of in the same situation as me. Like you have a really good roster. You know what I mean? Like the Cowboys have a good roster. Well, they really do.
Yeah, they do.
They got a decent roster. They really do. They got a top 15 roster, I would say. All right. I didn't put in my top 10. Everyone's fucking calm down.
I mean, you rated them what?
11.
I'd say they're closer to 15 than they are 10. But 11 is because you're a Cowboys fan.
Right. I'm just, both of us are worrying about the same thing. It's quarterback play.
Yeah, exactly. Quarterback, but Tua looks a little bit more like not as
hey Knocker. Knocker.
I'm saying Tua looks a little more put together than Prescott, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, for sure. So Knocker, can you hear us, or are you just gonna sit there and just with a smug look on your face?
I know you guys can hear me, but I don't know if I'm behind the conversation or what. You're coming out of my speakers.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mute my phone.
Okay.
I can join this thing and listen to you through the speakers.
That's fine. Just do that. Just do that. Just do that. That's all you can do right now. Don't be a little bump on the log. All right, just take a shot or something. Bounce back. It's your nickel and dime Knocker show. It's always been. All right.
I just walked in the bedroom, did half a fucking Nerds rope. So let's go.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Fuck this. Let's go.
Yeah, Knocker. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, Knox, we're gonna get all the picks. You know how we do it here, Knocker. So we're gonna get all the picks, all the good stuff, and get to all your fantasy news. Again, you have any questions, let us know. Fuck it, yeah, it's just a whole fuck it night from Knocker. You know what I mean? It's just a whole not giving a full send from Knocker
Nerds
tonight.
Rope, man.
It really
is. Definitely.
It really is.
Glorious weekend, knocking boots with your mom in Palm Springs for 4 days. To come back and have to deal with this crap, it's really irritating.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's football season. Let's fucking go.
Football.
All right, let's fucking do it. Here we go. Let's kick it off. Week 1, baby. Come on. Week 1 picks, baby. Lock them in. I got some bets on the line. My stomach lining is on the line. That's basically what it is.
And the morning after.
Thank you all for the hype train to kick off the show.
Love it. Let's go. Just go. Good. I got plenty of drugs. Let's go.
Let's get it. You guys gals can give us your picks in chat as we move along here. We're going to put on a little background music to get us going here. All right.
Don't matter.
What?
Your picks matter. Their picks
okay.
Matter.
What? Yeah, okay. 1 and 4 college football. Right. Yeah. Wait till exactly. You did a great showing on your locks. Yeah, great showing on your locks, guys. I promise you that I'm not going to go worse than 2 and 3 or 3 and 2. Okay. So that will at least get you above 5. I'm gonna actually do 6 picks so I can finish at 500. All right.
So hard. It just sucks so hard. I'm watching these scores going, oh my god. The only one that hit was Auburn minus 37. Everything else.
Yo, virtual fan, welcome in.
Josh,
Notre Dame, you did it. I don't know why you did it.
I talked about this. I got sucked into betting on fucking Notre Dame.
I know.
They had a 20-point lead, and it closed to over. They had a 20-point lead.
I told you, dude.
Overtime, you bastards.
You went against everything that you have ever preached to me in your life.
I know. That's terrible.
You really did. You said, Gooch, you know how many years this guy said, I'm never betting on Notre Dame again? Like, I think it's since I was born. Yeah. You should just
listen to yourself. You know?
I know. He just doesn't listen to himself. Like,
I'm serious.
Not at all. I could just see him as FSU is making that insane comeback. He's just ripping out his hair as they're making that comeback.
I am never betting for or against them again. They're on my fucking don't bet list. I'm just gonna bet the fucking MAC conference and just be done with it. That's all I'm gonna bet on.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Knock. First up here on the list, we've got a big Thursday matchup Cowboys versus Bucks here, opening up the season. The Super Bowl champs. The Bucks are going to get their rings, and there is such a thing, and not even just in the NFL, but in sports in general, when that team that wins the championship game and they have that whole ceremony, and their mind's kind of distracted because it's always rough. You're never really going to know what you're going to get out of that team. That being said, coming into it, Knocker, the line is set now at 7.5 or 8, just depends where you get it at right now. Buccaneers favored by 8 going into the season here, Knocker. As we know, football champs last season. And they pretty much brought back everybody on their roster. I mean, they actually improved, I think, their roster. When Antonio Brown is your third receiver, I mean, you've got some weapons for Brady to work with here. How do you think this game plays out here, Knocker, on Thursday night? It's going to be a big one.
This is in Dallas, correct?
This is in Tampa Bay.
Oh, it's in Tampa Bay?
Mm-hmm.
God, that changes everything. Because if it was in Dallas,
well, yeah, they're not going to get the Bucks aren't going to get their rings in Dallas.
Oh, this is true. Okay,
Jerry Jones, we're gonna fucking throw Tampa Bay a fucking party.
The ropes are hitting me. Well, I don't know. They can wait till game 2 and have a home game for Tampa Bay. For God's sakes, I don't know. If it was in Dallas, I would definitely bet against the Cowboys. Because they just seem to screw up opening day, and usually it's against the Giants. I'm kind of surprised that they're playing Tampa Bay. But just Tampa Bay is just solid confidence. It's just a solid team all the way around. Like you said, they didn't really lose anybody. I don't see a hangover coming from Tampa Bay early in the season. The only way they're not going to get back to at least the conference championship is if somebody gets hurt, especially Brady or somebody on the outside. Just too many weapons. Do they cover?
Yeah, because again, we're going to give you both our pick'ems, chat. So we're going to give you like our picks straight up as well against the spread. Remember, the contest we're holding is only straight up, so you're not picking any spreads. If you're betting, though, we will give you the what we think the spread's going to be. So, so Knocker, you're going to go with the Bucks?
Definitely on the pick'ems, I'm going Tampa Bay. Of course, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, I think with Dak and the situation and everything, I think they're kind of in some disarray. I don't trust the Cowboys defense. I think Tampa Bay, if I'm betting, if you're going to force me to pick one or the other with the points, I'm betting on Tampa Bay to cover the points, but definitely on the pick'ems, Tampa Bay.
All right, what do you got, Gooch, on this one? How do you see it playing out?
Well, yeah, I see this is a really juicy NFL clickbait week 1 matchup. To start off the whole season, you're gonna want to watch this game regardless of.
Oh, the networks put this game together, right, Gooch? The networks were all right, let's just throw the two
together with the whole Hard Knocks featuring the Cowboys, and now you get to see what they're bringing to the table. But let's not let that distract us from the truth that the Cowboys aren't on Buccaneers level, and there's only a few teams that are going to be in the conversation to beat them during the regular season in general. So I don't see the Cowboys as that. And look, there's going to be surprise picks that I'm going to be making because we're in a competition, and I'm not going to make the same picks as you every single time. But this isn't one of them. The Bucks are going to win this. Yeah,
I agree with you too. I think even though I'm sitting here in my Cowboys jersey, and like I told you going into the season, I've been the show a while with Knocker, and I have lost many a games due to my Cowboys and me being stupid and picking them. I probably lost years of pick'ems because I gave you all 8 losses a year because I was fucking stupid. That's the God honest truth, and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm turning over a leaf. 2021, year of Josh not being stupid with his NFL picks. All right. I see this game obviously. Obviously playing in the favor of the Bucks. What scares me is that I haven't seen Dak take an actual real snap of football since last year when he got hurt. Basically, he has not been on the field in a competitive game or action, which really scares me, especially going up against that Tampa Bay defense. I mean, they have a top 5 defense going into the league this year. I know Zeke's hungry coming back, and he looks good in the preseason, but when you don't have your quarterback at 100%, defenses know that, and they're going to stack the box knowing that they're probably going to feed Zeke in this game. They're going to probably limit Dak on his throwing range. You're probably not going to see him throw it very deep, which is going to be able to, safeties are going to know that come up on, you know what I mean? They're going to be able to play Dallas a little better than they would if Dak was healthy. Now, look at a lot of lines here, Knock. Like you said, Dallas blows a lot of these opening games, these big games that you see coming in. Dallas is 5-11 against the spread in their last 16 games here. They're not very good. Dallas is 2-9 straight up in their last 11 games on the road, which is they're not very good outside the stadium. Again, as of last year. Now remember, some of these statistics are us playing with Andy Dalton last year. You know what I mean? Some of these trends aren't true to fact, but that again, Tampa Bay at home is almost unstoppable at this point. And until I see a Cowboys team that I have more faith in, there's no way that I can take them. I'm going to take the Buccaneers to win this game outright, and the Buccaneers actually to cover the spread as well. I think they win this game 31-20, somewhere in that range, 31-20 here. By double digits. I think they control most of the game. Dallas makes it look closer at the end because they get that backdoor touchdown or something that makes the score look closer than the game actually was. But I think the Bucs just run away with this one. I got to be smart here and take the Buccaneers here in the pick 'em. So if you are taking the Cowboys, big shout out to you.
Eat a dick, Josh.
You know what? Eat a dick too, okay? I'm sorry. You can tell me eat a dick. All right, what are you trying to tell me to go with the Cowboys here? I don't understand. I
can't even think of a scenario because it's probably going to rain that day too. Who knows? It'll probably rain during that game and still not going to change the outcome.
Yeah, it's not Flames. I could see it. I got different 35-24 Cowboys play close.
Have you had a finger
and
up
hard,
your
but
ass?
Bucks pull it out. I think it's going to be a good game. I do. I just think that the Buccaneers have too much. And I just don't have confidence. I'd back your team, Wawa. I know. I'm not doing this. You're not getting me sucked in to picking my team again. No, Knocker, you won't believe this. I actually have $50 bet against Lucky in chat. Yeah, exactly. I have a fucking that stuff I might have to eat. Exactly. I have a $50 bet. I took the Buccaneers -7 against Lucky because I was like, you know what, dude? If Dallas wins, I'll pay the $50. Fuck it, I'll take it for the win. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be our first game up on the schedule. I think we all are pretty close, similar here on the outtake of this game. So if we do see the Cowboys win, hey, we'll be eating crow come next Tuesday. So next game up here, Knocker, you've got an early set game, 49ers versus the Lions here, Knocker. This game is early morning time. Lions coming to the brand new quarterback. You've got the 49ers kind of in a quarterback controversy, you could say, Knocker, with their two quarterbacks going there. Now the 49ers in this one favored by 7.5. I hate these 7.5 lines in football. I really do. They really fuck with you. As a bettor, they really mess with you. This game, though, is going to be played in a dome. There's no weather conditions in this one, obviously playing in the Lions. You got 49ers, Lions in this one, Knocker. How do you think this one plays out here?
I think the 49ers just what happened? 2 years removed from the Super Bowl. What? Just total.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that Garoppolo was in the Super Bowl 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just like what the hell happened? They were building it, and Lynch has just been making good draft picks, and they had everything solid, and then all of a sudden it just totally went to shit. And now you got the Bryce, whatever the hell his name is, playing quarterback who looks really good.
You mean Trey Lance?
Trey Lance, yes. Yeah. But the bottom line here is. It's Detroit.
Yeah.
It's
the Lions. Like, are you legitimately going to go out there? I think the Lions are going to win.
At the end of the day,
Yeah, you're right, Beamer Pies. They did have a lot of injuries. Joey Bosa was out for most of the season, the year after the Super Bowl. They did have both their running backs, I believe, got hurt.
Yeah, both of them,
their wide receivers were banged up. I think Kittle got hurt, right? Yeah, Kittle got hurt. Yeah, they literally have one of the best tight ends in the game. They really do. They have a dynamic running game with a 1-2 punch. I think if the only way the Lions win this is if the 49ers turn the ball over 3 or 4 times and they just give them extra possessions.
Exactly. And I just don't like Jared Goff with a brand new team, brand new system. There's going to be kinks. There's going to be problems. At least the 49ers still have the same coach. They still have the same, offense. There's a
Nick
little
Bosa,
more
I'm sorry,
familiarity and a little more comfort level with the 49ers, and I believe that they think they have something to prove, that it wasn't a fluke that they got to the Super Bowl, and on the pick'ems, definitely going with San Francisco on the road.
What do you think about this line, though, 7.5?
I don't even touch it, but if I'm going
I don't think I wouldn't bet this game either.
And go for the push.
This is definitely not.
And go for the push.
This is definitely not going to be in my locks of the week, which I'll give you guys my 6 best games to bet on. I'll guarantee you I do better than Knocker because all I got to do is win 2 games. But Gooch, what do you got in this one, man? Hey, shout out to Raz Grizz Lions fan. He's going with the Lions. Yo, you stick true to that, Razzie. You stick true to that, bro.
Hey, you go.
You go, girl. You pick him, all right, Raz? What do you got, Gooch? What do you got?
Okay, so no, it's basically echoing what Knocker was saying, but I think the 49ers finally have like a good problem with the multiple quarterbacks. They had a problem with depth the entire year. One of their stars goes down and then they suffer. They're going to be fresh. They're going to be healthy, which is going to mean that early in the season they're going to be really strong. Trey Lance or Garoppolo, I think you had to start the season with Garoppolo, and then God forbid he gets hurt and taken out again. Boom, you have Lance to back it up. So at least you have, as long as you have one quarterback healthy by the end of the season, I think that's a win. Early in the season, even it's easier to predict them. Detroit, is Dan Campbell the coach now?
Yeah,
he was an interim coach for the Dolphins.
Yeah,
and for like 3 games, man, we exploded on offense. Like we scored 45 on Houston that next game. Like we went extremely heavy and gun ho. So I don't think that's Goff's MO. And why? So like I don't see how that really.
Yeah, it's like if Goff couldn't do it with the talent he had on the Rams, right? Yeah.
So I think Campbell's probably just going to go, hey, just let it go, let it
let it sling it and see what happens, right?
To a lot of mistakes, and I think that if 49ers are just waiting to just pounce on everything that they're going to give them. So
you got 49ers pick them. What are you doing on the spread? You're not touching this on the spread, right?
I'm not a huge big better spread better, so I'm not going to give any sort of good advice. Like, don't listen to me at all. So I would just echo what Knocker says. So as far as the spread,
I love it. An honest man there. An honest man.
I'm not going to bullshit and say,
an honest man. Yeah. So this is how I see it. I think Goff, if Goff couldn't do it with the Rams, that with Sean McVay, that system and those many weapons, what is it? You're trying to tell me he's going to go into Detroit with the Lions team that I can't name one of their goddamn players or took one of their players? Did anyone draft a Lions player in fantasy except Galladay? I think that's the only player that was drafted.
Swift, maybe. That's
Swift maybe is a backup running back. I think that's it, right? Like,
here's your biggest problem. Oh,
Hawkinson, you're right. Tight end's good. You're right.
It's always been the problem with the Lions. Their offensive line just absolutely sucks ass.
It does.
And Goff will get skittish. I mean, he had a great line with the Rams, but when other teams were able to get pressure on him, he gets skittish, and he's going to spend a whole lot of time.
Have you had a finger up your
less
ass?
than 2 seconds to get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
And I just do not have
not good
confidence,
pressure,
especially for the first year on a team. He's just learning everybody.
Yeah.
First game in, I just don't see, how he's going to put up the 28 points that I think it would take to beat San Francisco. I think San Francisco is going to put up 25 to 28 points. So, I don't think the Lions can match that.
Yeah,
any team's going to put them on the Detroit 20 points plus. They're going to have the worst defense this year.
They're going to be terrible, and they play in seriously one of the hardest divisions in football. I see this game. I see this game as the 49ers really creating some turnovers here, and I think they get their points off of turnovers in this game, which leads to a bigger deficit for the Lions. I actually see this 49ers winning this thing 30-13, something around there. Wow. I think their defense absolutely suffocates Jared Goff, and really and we've seen him. He's a turner. He can turn the ball over quite a bit. We've seen it in the past, and he's not very good under pressure. He's one of those quarterbacks that, when pressured, can't get out of the pocket. First of all, he's not a running quarterback, so he has to create something inside, and I just don't see him doing that. I've got 49ers winning this thing 30-14, 30-13, somewhere in there. I think they cover the spread. I don't bet on this because I just don't trust the 49er offense to put, even though I'm giving you the score that they are going to cover. That's just what I'm saying. I do not bet on this though, because I could very likely see this game going into like a 27-20 where Lions score a backdoor touchdown or something to really screw you over, especially with that half point. I'm definitely going to take the 49ers. Definitely going to take the 49ers in this one. Do not touch it as a gambling man. I think you obviously start your 49ers defense in this one. If you have it, you drafted them. You're pretty much starting them every single game. I think you're good to go on both sides of the football, starting your starters in this one. And I think you might get some points actually out of your Detroit players because they're probably going to be playing from behind most of the game and trying to sling it around. Hawkinson, Hawkinson could probably have a pretty good game in this one. So
one of the big things also, Josh, is the 49ers have played against Jared Goff for 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're familiar with what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he can and what he cannot do. And I think that's just an absolute huge advantage as far as on the defensive side of the ball for the 49ers, is that they've been playing against, there's familiarity there.
Right. With Goff. Yeah,
Goff.
That's a really good point. It's a really good point.
The time for him to be comfortable is over. Like, he needs to be put against the adversity now.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one. All right, Knocker, next one up here, we've got the Eagles versus the Falcons here. Man, the Falcons again.
Is it your blackout game of the week?
Yeah, I know, right?
Pretty damn close.
It's damn close. It's damn close. That's Falcons, Eagles here.
My God, who cares?
I know, right? Falcons, Eagles here. We got to cover it. Mike's in chat. Don't worry. You just pissed off a Get Down Gamer in chat, so it's okay. Huge Atlanta fan in there. We've got the Falcons versus the Eagles in this one. Now, coming in this one, you got a brand new quarterback situation with Philadelphia in this one, Knocker. And what are you shaking your head at for in chat? Are you looking at chat or something? What?
No, it's just the game just sucks.
Yeah, the game's not good. I think they're gonna be starting Jalen Hurts in this one, coming out of Oklahoma. In this one, the Eagles versus the Falcons in this one, Knocker.
Watch your whore mouth. Get Down Gamer telling me to watch my whore mouth.
That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna take shit, man. He's not gonna take shit from you, Knock.
Not hearing it.
He's not hearing it. I told you. He'll stick up for his Falcons, even though they blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. But it's okay.
And there it is.
Atlanta favored by 3. The typical home field. Vegas gives them 3 points in this one, Knocker. Falcons, Matt Ryan. They lost Julio Jones. They still have some dynamic receivers. Their young receiver Gage, I think, is going to be pretty good this season as well. Coming in, I just think that the Falcons, I think this is actually one of my better bets of the weekend here. I'm going to tell you right now, the Falcons are going to be on my locks of the week here. I actually really like the Falcons in this game here, Knocker. I think they get it done over a really just an Eagles team that I just don't know what I'm going to get out of them. I just think they're not a good team. They don't have a good roster. I think the Falcons have some wide receivers that can do some damage on the outside, Gage and Calvin Ridley. And I think they have a decent defense that can keep the Eagles in check here, create some turnovers, especially at home. You know that Atlanta crowd's always going to be fucking crazy. And I just see the Falcons winning this game in a sloppy game, but I think the Falcons just have one. It's actually one of my better bets of the weekend. I've got the Falcons 27-20 over the Eagles in this one.
Yeah, I have Atlanta like 24-10. Just at home field, and I just don't see anything happening in Philly. I'm sorry, Mark Long. Sorry, bro.
And Falcons. Philly's just.
Don't see anything happening over there. I don't see anything. Not that Atlanta's a juggernaut by any stretch of the imagination, but they still have their core team.
Yeah.
From when they were one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the conference. I think they're still kind of there. Yes, they're gonna have to turn the page, but like you said, their receivers, their deep threats, I still think they have a decent running game, and you got to go with that home field advantage. I just don't, I don't know if Philadelphia actually knows what the hell they're doing on offense right now.
Yeah.
And they're in a total rebuild, and yeah, I'd have to go with you that this would be one of the locks of the week was Atlanta to cover those 3 points, but definitely Atlanta on the pick'ems.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. What do you got, Gooch?
Yeah, I mean, to echo Knocker, like, what are the Eagles? They don't even know what they're doing as far as like the end of last season when Hurts was balling out, and then they pull him at the last game for whatever reason when they had a chance to win. That just shows like upper management, they have no idea what they want out of their offense. You basically did Wentz dirty by drafting him in the first place instead of building around him. You didn't trust him, and you gave him away. So now you have to deal with, you have Flacco as your backup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have Flacco, and then they go ahead and add Gardner Minshew now. So now you have like Jalen Hurts. If he starts faltering, that personality from Minshew is going to be shining through. Like, oh, what if he starts? They're just such a mess.
Yeah, it's just a shit show. It really is.
And then you look at Falcons. Now they're post, Julio Jones, and they want to find new superstars. They got this freak of nature Kyle Pitts now, and see how he's going to do.
He is a freak of freaking nature, man. The last 2 years,
to a high-powered offense. Like
the last 2 years at the University of Florida, this guy was just unfreaking real. he's going to do some serious damage, man. I like
Matt
the way
Ryan
you
loves
brought
his
that
tight
game up,
ends.
'cause that's a difference maker right there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's
so
good.
I can't bet against the
So
Falcons
you
here.
are you guys are both going with the Falcons then? All right, I
Falcons.
like it. I'm
Yeah,
going Falcons
Falcons.
again. It's going to be one of my
Go against
locks.
your pick,
It's
Brock.
going to
Not
be
yet.
again. Yeah, it's going to be one of my locks of the week here. I really do think they win by a touchdown in this one. I really do. It's not
It's
just
gonna be a sloppy win.
Yeah, it's not. And in chat, you all can kiss my ass. It's not because I'm a Cowboys fan why I'm picking the Falcons. Okay, I legitimately think they're going to win. Okay, so just stop it.
Man.
Ridley is 2021's Juju. I'm telling you, Ridley could have a big year because Matt Ryan can still sling the football.
Nasty. Calvin Ridley is freaking nasty.
Yeah, yeah.
Alabama's really become wide receiver university, and Calvin Ridley is just he's really good.
Yeah, just so you guys.
I would have let Julio go. You know, if I had
too.
Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts on my
and
team,
Gage, that Gage is going to be a good receiver. Yeah.
Fuck it, go.
Yeah, I'm with you. Just a couple stats for all you bettors out there. Philadelphia's 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 games on the road. They're 1-7 straight up in their last 8 games. So there's some trends here leading the way of picking the Falcons in this one. And I'm not a huge believer in trends, but I do like to look at them. I do think they have some relevance to the game coming up here. And again, I think that you're good playing all of your Falcons players this week as well. I think Gage could have a good game.
One more thing, that you said this is going to be the blackout game. No, there's one that's worse. We're getting to it. There's one that's worse than this.
There's one that's worse. I got to get the blackout sound that I used to have. I have it.
Let me guess before I even know, because I don't even know the schedule.
Yeah.
Let me guess. It's got to include the Jaguars. The Jaguars have to be one of the teams. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right so far. Yep.
I love it. I love it.
Maybe the Giants or the Bengals or something. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're not off. They don't play. Bengals play the Vikings coming up here. We'll get to that game right now.
Okay,
Bengals.
Game right there.
Yeah, Bengals and the Vikings next up here, Knocker. Minnesota, the Kirk Cousins regime of the Vikings. Bengals with Big Joe is back, Knocker, after getting knocked out last season, which I'm excited to see. The Bengals actually have some decent weapons on their team to go with Joe Burrow. They still have Joe Mixon running the football. And on the outside, they've got some decent receivers coming into the season here. And Andre Tate, they got Trent Taylor, Mike Thomas. They've got a lot. T. Higgins is going to be good, a rookie out of Clemson. And I think they've actually got some potential to put some points on the board here. Now, the Vikings, again, are one of these things that literally look on paper like, man, that's a Super Bowl roster. Yet they fucking can never do anything with their roster. Their coach is a buffoon and always has been. I just think he's one of the worst clock management coaches in the world with the Vikings. Dr. Rob can attest to that. But I'm a big fan of Joe Burrows. I really am. Minnesota, though, is favored by 3 on the road here against the Bengals, Knocker. It's an interesting line here coming in from Vegas. What do you got here? What's your breakdown?
I actually like what's happening in Cincinnati. I really do. I truly think that Zimmerman, that's his last name, right? The coach's name, Zimmerman, or something like that, the Minnesota coach. I think with all the comments that he makes in the press and how pissed off he is at his players and, you know, the COVID shots and this and that, I don't think he creates an atmosphere on that team that is positive. They did some good things when he first came in, and they needed that discipline and this and that. But yeah, like you said, he's not a good manager of the clock. Something's always seems to go wrong. I think they really effed up when they swapped out quarterbacks, because I think the guy that they had before, again, I'm old, I don't remember the name. Case Keenum. Case Keenum had them in in the playoffs, and they were rolling and this and that, and all of a sudden they go out and get, you know, this other clown. And I didn't like that move back then. Dalvin Cook always seems to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, something always happens with the Vikings, and I really think they need a coaching change. I think what's happening in the locker room there is toxic and what have you, and I really like what's going on in Cincinnati. I you know, unfortunately, they're in a division that's going to be extremely tough to compete and make the playoffs or even a wild card in with the 3 teams that are in that division. But in this particular game right here, I eat those points. I take those points, man. I take those points. I take Cincinnati.
Yeah, plus the 3.
I think they win by 7 or 8 points.
Damn. Okay, what do you got in this one, Gooch?
All right, so I think we might finally have our different picks for this one.
Okay,
because for the Bengals,
I like it.
yeah, like I was never like for the Bengals, I was never sold, even though it came in with such a huge ego and confidence with Joe Burrow, his injury. I've been told, or I've seen that he hasn't been like feeling himself ever since. And you already know in the draft they really didn't do much to protect him further. So it's gonna be like, oh, it might happen again. I just think they're gonna struggle early. If anything, the Bengals are just gonna have to really try to find a way to protect him, and it's going to take time. The Vikings, seems like no one likes Captain Kirk and his cousins, and I think that they're done. Yeah, they're sick and tired of it, but I think they might be projecting it to the coaching staff more. I think they're just using Kirk Cousins as like a a catalyst for it. When I gotta go with the Vikings over the Bengals, because we also have that bet, and I think if the Vikings are
we're gonna split here. I like
record,
it. Come on.
If the Vikings are gonna have a better record than the Packers, it's gonna show early.
Come on.
The Vikings are good at early season W's. So
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Vikings.
Let's go. Well, I'm going right against you. I think that Cincinnati wins by a touchdown in this one. The Minnesota's got some injuries. They're a little banged up coming into the season. I think Cincinnati. Again, is the healthier team. It's going to be a battle of whose shittier offensive line actually holds up and gives their quarterback time to throw the football. That's going to be the biggest thing. Yo, Jesse, I'll fire one up on the break for you. I got you. I just think that I feel a little more confident if I'm picking these two teams here. I think they both, again, have good rosters, again, but I just think the Bengals are a little healthier, and I just like that home field advantage. I really do in this situation. I think the home team really helps out Cincinnati. I'm excited to see Joe Burrows, and I'm glad you're taking Minnesota in this. I like that we're splitting the pick on this, and I do. I don't know if
the surprise.
This has potential to be in my locks of the week as far as my betting picks. Again, I'd be on the Bengals side of this, especially getting 3 points in this game. It's a very sexy number to take. But right now, I'm going to choose the Bengals straight up. And if I'm taking the spread, I'm definitely going to be taking the Bengals +3. I don't know if they're going to be in my locks, but I'm definitely, if you're betting, take the Bengals +3 in this one. A couple betting trends for you in this one. Let's see here. Minnesota are 1-5 straight up in their last 6 games played in September. So they're not a good team that starts out the season, Knocker, in this one. Like I said, I just think that that Cincinnati's going to take it to them in this one. So, all right, I like it. We split the pick.
I think they're going in opposite directions. Just personally, I think they're going in opposite directions.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I put 50 on it? What? Get down gamer. What? Put 50 on what? You want to bet me $50 on this game? Dude, fuck it. We have guys in Discord. We started it because all you degenerates want to come at me. There's a Josh's betting corner. You can put your bets on what you'd like. Doesn't mean that because they're in there I accept them. I have to respond. Okay. Just because you put it in there doesn't mean it's a bet. Don't come at me like, Josh owes me $200. I put it in there. No. I have to respond to it, okay? You can put it up in Discord right now if you want. You want to come out with any of your bets, bring them. We have a Josh's betting corner for the season, all right? All right, so go ahead and get him in there. All right, next game up here, Knocker. This one's going to be an absolute doozy here. One of the best ones of the weekend. Bills. Bills coming in. This is going to be a great
juicy game right there.
This is a juicy one. This is juicy. Played in Buffalo. Bills Mafia is going to be fucking going nuts in the parking lot to start this off. You know that. Going to be absolutely going nuts. Bills Mafia is. We got mad respect on this show for Bills Mafia. We have played so many of their clips throughout the last 13 years. I am surprised there are not more injuries that have come from Bills Mafia and their table fucking crushing in the parking lot. They throw women and children on. That's how crazy they are.
That looks like so much fun.
They don't give a shit. They do not give a shit.
They're in thick parkas. But still, yeah.
Any fandom that's just snorting lines off their girlfriends.
Yeah, we had that clip.
That's my kind of team.
The NFL college experience.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Knocker. Knocker's down with the Bills fans, dude. Knocker fit right in. Give him a jersey. Knocker, Buffalo, though, favored by 6.5. I'm going to go to Gooch first on this one. Gooch, what do you got?
6.5.
Yeah,
wow.
Gooch, it's 6.5 here. Bills, Steelers here. This is going to be a good game for both. Ben Roethlisberger back, vowing that he's done this offseason stuff, and I've heard it so many times out of Big Ben. What do you got in this one, Gooch?
Big Ben. He's big washed at this point. I think it's just it's not showing me any confidence for the Steelers because he held that team back so many years of rebuilding and retooling just to try to prove that he still has it. It's proven in the past that quarterbacks that try to do that naturally, like, they just hurt their team overall. I think that the Bills are going to show the Steelers basically a flashback of what they used to have when they were in their prime years with Big Ben and Antonio Brown.
Right.
I think
Josh Le'Veon Bell and all them. Yeah.
And when they had their squad, they're going to watch the Bills connect and basically run over them like the way they used to run over other teams. And they're seeing like, God, how far have they come and they've detracted. So I think it's going to be a hard game for Pittsburgh fans to watch. Yeah. I got the Bills taking this one.
Knocker, what about you, man? How do you see this one playing out?
I kind of disagree with Gooch.
I like it. That's all
Ben, Ben, he came out of the gate 11-0 last year. There's a great article out there that Gary, Gary, our bookie, Josh, Gary, he sent it to me. There's a great
That's not his real name, Chad. That's not his real name.
There's a great article out there on the fallacy that Ben is over the hill.
He is over the hill.
Hang on, man. You know that I don't like stats, right? To me, stats are just a bunch of crap to discuss.
Because you're an old fart.
To me, I don't think stats tell the story of how you play in any sport. Yes, it's fun to talk about, and yes, it is kind of a pointer, but it doesn't tell everything.
Yeah.
But there's a great article in there. If you take the last 7 years of Brady and Rodgers and Roethlisberger's 6 years, because he missed basically an entire year, his stats are actually better than both of those two quarterbacks as far as everything that's important in a football game. I don't think he's washed up. I think he was battling injuries and kind of wore down at the end of the year.
Maybe a couple too many cheeseburgers and beers and Budweisers. Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But again, I think he knows he's at the end of his career, and he's got things to prove. So I think he's going to have a good year. I just think that Buffalo with McDermott has progressed so well the last 3 years that I believe they're going to go to the Super Bowl. I believe it's the best
Wait. Hold the fucking brakes or pump your bucket. You're calling Steelers to go to the Super Bowl?
No, Buffalo.
I was like, wait a second.
Buffalo. I switched tracks on you, Josh.
Okay.
I said Ben's going to have a big year.
Yeah, you're just going on about the Steelers and now you're just throwing a Bills to the Super Bowl?
No, but I was just debating Gooch's point about Ben being washed up.
Okay.
I don't think he's washed up completely yet. But my as far as the game is concerned, what McDermott has done in Buffalo the last 3 years with the draft, building around Josh Allen, I think they're just ready to take this conference by the balls. They went into Kansas City last year in the AFC Championship game, and they played their ass off. But
they also played against. Okay, all right. 2 things for your comment here, because I'm cutting you off because you've taken 5 minutes now. All right, 2 things here. Okay, 2 things. First of all, like everyone's saying in chat, who the fuck did the Steelers beat? Everyone was sub 500 in that 11-0 run that they had. Okay, so go back and look who they beat during that time. That's first of all there. Okay, thank you, Chad, for bringing that up. Thank you, Chad, for bringing that up. Second of all, Knocker. Mahomes was banged up during that whole playoff run. He was not a fully healthy quarterback when the Bills played him. He wasn't a fully healthy quarterback in the Super Bowl. He didn't have his left tackle. Pro Bowl. Okay, so let's just pump the brakes here on how they played with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are healthy. They're back. They're better than ever, Knocker. I don't even think that the Bills can compete with the Chiefs if they're healthy. I think that the Bills are on a lower level. But
here's going to be the problem, Josh, with your argument. Okay, based on the divisions that those two teams play in, Buffalo has a better shot at gaining the best record in the AFC than Kansas City does, in my opinion.
I can see that then. Yeah, because Kansas City does play in a hard division. Yeah.
If Buffalo gets home field advantage in the playoffs and Kansas City has to go there, I think Buffalo's right there. They've been knocking on the door. I just see really good things. They're solid all the way around.
So you're taking Buffalo though. You're taking Buffalo.
Yes. Well, in this game, yes, I'm taking Buffalo.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you bet this game? Do you take the Steelers in 7 because you think this game is going to be close? Do you take the Steelers in the 7 points?
Negative.
Okay. All right.
I don't even bet this game. I don't.
Okay.
The Steelers are an enigma to me. I don't know what they have.
Yeah.
I think Buffalo wins the game, but I do think that it's going to be a close game. Steelers have a lot of pride. It's a great franchise, but I think Buffalo sneaks out like a 4-point win, something like that.
Yeah, I do see Buffalo. Like I said, I see Buffalo back in the AFC Championship game, but I just feel for me that the Chiefs are on. There's the Chiefs and there's everybody else in the AFC for me. That's just for me and how I feel about the Chiefs and their talent and Andy Reid. The Bills are really good. It's gonna be at home again. I think this game plays better for the Bills if this game was in November instead of being in September, just because the weather, you know how it gets in Buffalo and it's crazy down there in November, December games. But the Bills coming into the season, I really like. Again, Josh Allen, Knocker, and you know him for the last 3 years, man. I wasn't high on him coming into the season, and he's proven me wrong. And I like to see that. I like a quarterback that even after year one, he had a shitty year one, and that Buffalo didn't give up on him. They ended up getting pieces around him and putting the pieces around. Now we see what it's done. I mean, they went over, got the receiver from the Vikings. They've got really good talent around him. A 1-2 punch in Moss and the running back and Singletary. They've got some weapons. Their defense is good. It's not great, but it's good. It'll keep them in ball games. And the Steelers, for me right now, I just feel like Big Ben. How many more plays can this guy make falling on his back and flinging a ball up? I feel like every big play him is like just a desperate throw at this point, just so he can. And it hurts to watch him run. It's like watching Albert Pujols run to first base at the end of his career, or Vlad Guerrero trying to leg out a double. You're like, are you gonna die running to second base?
You mentioned that, Josh. That's hilarious because I don't know if you watched it, but you know they had a big series with the Giants this weekend, a three-game series, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Friday's game went into extra innings, and Albert, you know, they put that softball shit in. They put the last out on second base in extra innings, right?
Oh,
so Albert's on second base, and they hit a fly ball to center field. He tags up, and he's running like he's gonna die.
Yeah, dude. That's how I feel like how Big Ben runs now.
He does the most
a walker.
stupid ass slide into third base, and he's laughing. Dino Evil's laughing because they both know, dude, you look like you're just
it's hurting, man. It's hurting, dude.
Yeah,
like
he's on his farewell tour.
And again, big happy birthday shout out to Jesse in chat. Jesse's birthday in chat, Pop. So big Jesse, a happy birthday. Thanks for spending it with us. I appreciate it. Knocker, we have a couple people in chat that say you should stick to your college picks, but those are even bad. So we have that in chat. Wow. Ophelia Broncos, loyal Broncos fan. Hey, Broncos are going to surprise some people, I think, this year. They've actually got some good talent on their team. So happy birthday again to Jesse as well in chat. Very, very big part of this community. So I got the Bills in this one, Knocker. I think it's going to be a good competitive game. I don't touch it as a betting fan because you just never know. The Bills aren't a team to blow out teams. Yes, they can control the football. This is a backdoor touchdown by the Steelers all over it here, Knocker. I think this game is going to be really good, though I got the Bills coming out on top here. I've got a final score in this one, 27-20 Bills in this one. I think they win by that touchdown. I think Vegas has it right on the mark in this one. I just think the Bills have a better talented team. Not to say that the Steelers aren't going to be decent this year, because the Steelers are always decent. They're going to fight for a wild card spot. Yeah, they'll fight for a wild card spot, that last spot. So, all right, we're going to go with Bills in this one. All right, we're going to do.
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can. Go for it.
Hey, Professor. How the fuck you like UCLA beating LSU?
Ooh.
How you like that, bro? How you like that? SEC finally goes out of their home, comes out west, and gets their ass handed to them. How you like that shit, bro? How you like that? I'm just saying.
It hurts. Oh, give me a break. It's one game, he says, Knocker.
One game.
It's the only head-to-head Pac-12 against SEC, and what happened?
Wow, Knocker down here freaking dropping fire on fucking Professor. Yo, Chef Travolta, what's happening, bro? Good to have you in. Yo, Cam's in chat. What up, Cam? Yo, don't worry. Professor's gonna be on next week, so they'll have round 2 of Professor versus fucking Knocker happens next Tuesday. So
I cannot wait.
All right, we're gonna do
pick LSU, but I just love the fact that
just 2 fucking guys going. I'm just gonna sit back and drink. That's all I'm gonna do next Tuesday. I'm gonna let them have it. All right, we're gonna do one more game, and then we'll take our normal break. Refresh our drinks, use the restroom, come back and finish off the rest of the week here. Again, week 1 picks. Make sure you lock them in. Get on our NFL contest, exclamation NFL in chat. Click that link, free to enter. $25 weekly winners, $350 grand cash prize to the winner here. All right, next game up here, we've got the Cardinals versus the Titans here. This is going to be a pretty good game.
Nice game.
Yeah, it's
a good game.
And I think two teams that play two different styles. You know what I mean? Like the Titans are very pound you up the middle with Henry, be very conservative, don't turn over the football, and they have a defense that can keep them in the games. Cardinals are more of that making plays on the fly. They've got more of that run and gun offense, Knocker. Two different playing styles here. The Titans look to rebound coming off of last year. The Cardinals as well, building on their new quarterback. The Titans sit at -3 in this one coming in, which is an interesting spread here, Knocker. I think Vegas, really giving the Cardinals here some jolt with Kyler Murray coming into Tennessee here. The only thing that scares me about the Cardinals is their running game. They do not have one. James Conner is washed up. I'm sorry. We saw a great story of overcoming, I think, cancer, right? I think he's a cancer survivor and everything. So great story, James Conner. But we saw one good year with Pittsburgh, and then he literally just fell off a cliff. And then you've got Chase Edmonds, and you've got a couple other, Jonathan Ward, a couple running backs. But again, what's that going to do? It's going to make Kyler Murray have to make some plays. And again, he's got probably, my opinion, top 3 wide receiver in the league in DeAndre Hopkins. Again, I can't believe the Texans let go of this guy. He's just absolutely insane. Christian Kirk's still out there as well when he's healthy. But in this one, I just think the Titans have a little bit too much, Knocker, as far as on both sides of the football, being at home in this one. I think they control the football, like I said. As long as Tannehill doesn't make 3 or 4 turnovers in this one, I think they can actually win this one by about a touchdown. That's what I have them winning here. Their receivers are good. A.J. Brown on the outside as well. And they've got some pieces. I like them here. I like the Tennessee Titans to beat the Cardinals in this one. Not handily, but I think they win by about a touchdown in this one. I've got the Titans winning this one 27-20 in this one.
I really like what's happening in Arizona. I really like what's happening out there. I really love Kyler Murray. I've been a fan of his, like I told you, for the last 4 years. I predicted him to win the Heisman Trophy after just watching him play one game. But that being said, Larry Fitzgerald and DeAndre, and they have all the weapons. The problem is you have to have the ball to utilize those weapons. Tennessee has the best running game in the NFL.
Right.
As long as they don't turn the ball over, and make stupid mistakes, I think this is going to be a very close game. I just think that Tennessee has a little too much as far as controlling the ball, and Arizona's going to just have to push a little more than they want to. Yeah, I see this as a really close game. I think Tennessee wins like 17-10. I think this is a low scoring game.
It's a sluggo fest.
And Tennessee with Derrick Henry, I think he gets 35 carries, for like 150, 160, 70 yards. Yeah. And they just control the ball, right. and it's just going to be a little too much.
They just take those 8-minute drives, those 9-minute drives where it just, the clock just gets sucked off. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. Arizona's defense isn't Super Bowl ready.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the difference in this game.
But I like their direction. Like I said, I like where the Cardinals' direction is going with the franchise. So what do you got here, Gooch, on this one?
Yeah, no, Knocker, I would completely agree with you. I would agree with you more if this was like a mid-season game or if it was later on in the year and they were having this matchup. But we got the Cardinals coming in with J.J. Watt now coming in. We got A.J. Green. We got like veterans that are going to help the young receiving core, the age receiving core, the young receiving core. We got Kyler Murray also showing out last year. They're a team that you can kind of judge a couple teams based off like, they're going to start strong but fiddle out. The Cardinals are one of those teams that I think are just going to start incredibly strong, but because they're so brittle up front, and I think as soon as like J.J. Watt has his yearly injury, and then like as soon as like some of the pieces go down, they're just going to fall apart. And quite oppositely, I think the Titans are they have so much good on paper that they always need a little bit of time to gel it together perfectly.
True.
And I think that's going to take a couple of weeks to do. Whether it still looks good or not, I think that the Cardinals are going to hang in with the Titans and with a heartbreaking field goal beat them by 3 points, 20.
I like it. I like the call. Again, you're spot on there about the Titans being more of a second half football team as far as the season goes. They take that first month or two to gel, and then they really get going because they're that football team that runs the football, and what happens in November and December. Weather turns and you're more of a running teams you see are progressing. You know what I mean? It's very hard for a team that just is strictly passing to keep it going in November, December. Thank you for the gifted sub from Rogue One to Mile High out to Cam. I appreciate it, Rogue One. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So we're all rolling with the Titans in this one. Gooch has got it in a close game. Me and Knocker got it by about a touchdown in this one. So it's going to be a very good game to watch, though. It's going to be a really good game to watch. So, yes, we're going to take our official bong break. We'll come back and do shot of the week. As we always do, a shot up to whoever you want to give or shit. We've got our liquor ready to go. Take our traditional shot. So get yours ready in chat. And again, we'll get to your question, virtual fan in chat when we get to the Packers as well. If you have any questions, use that question box in the channel points to redeem and get yours asked today. If you have any fans questions at all as well. Lucky7, yes, go Cowboys is right. Yes, Lucky is who I bet against my own team with for $50. And yes, it's going to be fantastic. Going to be fantastic. We'll be back after this, guys. Do not go around. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Get back to the rest of these games right after this. All right, Chad, let's get back in it. Let's get back in it. Welcome back, everybody. Again, make sure you guys check out Manscaped. Manscaped. Go check them out right now. Again, do your balls a favor. Manscaped today, even if you're a lady, you can use it down there on the lady parts. Yeah, you can use it anywhere. Your balls are showing. Any hair you want removed. Get it right now. You have had so many people go out there already and purchase using our code SQUAD. Use it today for 20% off, free shipping. Again, if we kill it this month for them, we're going to go on a paid partnership with them, and it could mean a lot for the team stream and everything. So please get out there and support our sponsors today with your balls there. Manscaped code SQUAD, 20% off today from Manscaped. I've actually got to read their commercial here. Let me bring it up here. I should have that already in front of me, but I don't. Make sure you check them out today. Use that code. Again, holidays are coming up. You do not want to miss it. grab it today. Manscape your balls and get them in. We got Knocker coming in. If you got your shot of the week, get those ready. Shot of the week, get them ready. All right, here we go. All right, here from again, we are brought to you guys again by Manscaped. Support your balls with the best men's below the waist grooming. Champions of the world, Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels, everybody. All right. They just launched their 4th generation trimmer. Oh yeah, the lawnmower 4.0. Check this bad boy out. Oh yeah, that's what it is. No nicks on your balls, no cuts, nothing. Join over 2 million men and women worldwide who trust Manscaped with its exclusive offer, 20% off free shipping. Use code SQUAD right now. Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed, and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom. I hate shaving. I really do. I realize it's not fun. Gooch, do you like shaving? It's never fun.
No, it's always a chore.
It's always a chore, right? It's always a chore. So make sure today, get 20% off free shipping with code SQUAD at Manscaped. That's 20% off free shipping at Manscaped. Use code SQUAD today and do your balls a favor.
Lawnmower 4.0.
All right. Make sure you guys use the code SQUAD at checkout today. Manscaped, absolutely amazing. Thanks for being with us and supporting our channel. I appreciate it. More penny, less Josh, whatever. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Let's just stop now. All right. You're going to leave that one? What are you going to leave? I'm going to say this: in 3 years, maybe 2 years, Giants and Eagles are going to be scary good again. Stop it, Flame.
What?
How am I subbed and not following? I don't know, Conde, but welcome in. I don't know. I know there's people drinking tonight. Don't use in the shower. from Knock Sauce. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to get to our shot of the week award. Again, brought to you by Manscaped and Colonel Salty Dog, official sponsor of the podcast and this channel. Get your salts and spices today with Colonel Salty Dog.
Eat a dick, Josh.
No, thank you. Delivered right to your door. You can use our code as well. You get 10% off with Salty Dog. Again, all your salts and spices. Rub your meat today with Salty Dog spice.
Josh.
Yeah, okay. Yes, chat. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Yes, you can use in the shower. Just don't submerge in the bathtub. Exactly, Grumpster. Knocker's just crazy. That's what I said. You can use it in the shower. Just don't go into the bathtub and go fucking soak your shaver. Okay, no one does that. Knocker's in there lathering himself up with shea butter. Fucking like, honey, can you give me the shave butter, please, and the bath bomb? I need to shave. Fucking Knocker, dude. It says on there you can't use it. Fucking what a boomer. What a fucking boomer right there. Such a boomer move. If you have any shots, make sure you bring them in chat right now. Would love to hear from you. If you want to give a shout out or shit on anybody. Again, this is shot or shit of the week where you can, if you want to shit on your boss, if you want to shit on somebody that just did you wrong over the weekend, you can put that in chat right now. We're going to take our shots. Let me grab my liquor. Knocker, I'll throw it to you first.
My shot of the week is actually going to go to O-Dog will love this. O-Dog, if you're out there, my first shot of the week.
Fucking Rutgers.
Goes to the freaking Rutgers Scarlet Knights for dropping 61 points on somebody.
They even have a football team?
I really don't care who they played. They dropped 61 points. Greg Schiano
crazy.
Back at Rutgers dropping a 61 bomb. And my other shot of the week is going to go to the freaking University of Montana. Why, do you ask? Because they beat the Pac-12 Washington Huskies, ranked number 20 at the time, I believe. Nice. Montana beat the University of Washington. I love that, although it sucks for the Pac-12. I just love the fact that these guys, a lot of them, they schedule these teams that think are weak sisters, and they come in and they beat their ass, and it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So I just love it, man. Everybody on that Montana squad can take that with them the rest of their lives, just saying, you know what? We just went into Washington and we just beat their ass, where nobody wins very often up there in Washington. So those are my two shot of the weeks, man.
All right, I like it.
61 cool. And Montana with the big upset in the NCAA this week.
I like it. What do you got, Gage?
Awesome. Well, I'm going to go different. I'm going to go for a shit of the week because I've never done that yet. And I'm going to go for the fact that I have to listen to Joe Buck on primetime football. Fuck that guy. That's my shit on the week.
I love that you just shit on Joe Buck. I fucking love you. You just shit on Joe Buck,
the only
man.
one. I really cannot be the only one that thinks so.
Oh man, it's okay. I want to give a big shout. Okay, my two shots are for first is for is it Gus Johnson? I think he might be the greatest play caller in the history of college football. Gus Johnson makes every play amazing. He is absolutely amazing. That is one of the best announcers in football. Is Gus Johnson. That dude just makes you want to watch college football. It's nuts. I absolutely love him. Absolutely amazing. And a big shout out and a shot to this community because we hit our sub goal for the fucking week, and now we're gonna give away a Nintendo Switch. All you go, so you can go play Mario Kart against my boy Gooch and everybody else. Mario Golf. We got that again. We're gonna be doing that in October because you all hit it. You all are amazing. Cheers to you all. And shots to you up right now. Thank you so much for being here. An amazing, amazing show once again.
I have nipples, Greg.
Thank you so much. So if I can go.
Let's go.
You know, Knocker, Maker's Mark might be my new favorite.
Hey, that's what Steve-O drinks.
It's pretty good.
That's all my boy Steve-O
Pretty
drinks.
good.
Maker's Mark, baby. Maker's Mark Manhattans.
Tony Romo,
Right
GT, thank you for saying that because as much people hate Tony Romo, he is legit top 3 NFL commentator. He is amazing.
Oh my God,
he's amazing.
His insight is incredible.
Yeah, he's amazing. He calls the plays halfway through. Yeah,
yeah. I'm glad he's doing less of that, but still, like his knowledge is fantastic.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of getting annoying. It's like, actually, they're gonna go do this, this, and this. You called before.
What does Tony Romo think?
Exactly. Grumpster wants a shout out for Becca in chat for being amazing with everything she's been doing. Awesome. Big shout out to Becca. Big shout out to MTM as well, who won a coffee mug yesterday. And was like, you know what? I want to give it to one of the mods because the mods are awesome. He actually took all the mods' names, put them in a generator, and it picked Haley Page. So Haley Page, congratulations. You got yourself a mug from MTM coming in, spreading the love as always. And let me see if there's any more shots in chat here. Definitely not a shot from any LSU fans. I don't see that in chat.
Derek Jeter being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Oh wait, Derek Jeter win the Hall of Fame? Is that what happened? He did.
I see Julie put that, and Julie, yeah,
he did.
Whatever.
Yeah, Haley, you can thank MTM for that. Shut the fuck up for Beddoor. Oh, he said Stu. I read that totally wrong. Stu and shut the fuck up are completely two different acronyms. All right. Tony Romo is the shittiest quarterback, but he's insane in commentary. Thank you, Doink. I don't accept the first comment, but hey. If he would have just held he's not a fucking field goal holder, okay? Placeholder, okay? if we have anyone else, we fucking win that game, and Tony Romo's history is completely different. And if Des Bryant, because you know it's a fucking catch, don't get me started. God. Don't even get, I don't want to get into it. So many times in Tony Romo's career, he's been screwed. So many times.
It was a catch.
Fucking can't stand it. You already got me crazy. You already got me nuts, man. I want to get. I'm getting laces out. Laces out.
Second digit.
Laces out.
The second digit finger.
Shut up, good. She throws footballs. He doesn't hold them with one finger. All right. All right. Let's get back to the games here. Knocker at hand. Here we go. We got next game up here in the morning. Seahawks versus the Colts here. Knocker. Russell Wilson, who I believe has one of the greatest. For the first time, wide receiving cores that he's ever had, Knocker. Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are absolutely amazing receivers. Hey, he's got a great receiving core. And you know what? Chris Carson better get it done this year because they've had about enough for waiting him to get things going. This is a big year for Chris Carson as well and Rashard Penny in this one. Both of those two running backs need to have things going in order to give Russell Wilson that time on the play action to make those throws down the field that we've seen time and time again here, Knocker. The Seahawks are favored in this one by 2.5, basically 3 points here. Colts at home in this one, a new look Colts team, brand new quarterback, Knocker, and Carson Wentz. They've got a decent amount of offensive weapons, not anything to just get pops out at you, but can move the football. Their defense can be suspect at time. But that being said, Seahawks on the road, as we know, kind of different when they go into on the road here, especially travel to the East Coast, West Coast to East Coast team here. What do you got, Seahawks, Colts here in this one, Knock?
Well, I hate to pat myself on the back, but when we were back at the studio at the house during that draft, did I not tell you that Tyler Lockett was the steal in that entire draft?
Yeah, he's amazing, man.
That dude was going to be
special. Yeah.
And he has proven me once again correct.
Yeah.
I have to put that out there because when I'm right, I'm right. Despite the 1-4 this weekend, when I'm right, I'm right. But anyway, be that as it may, I think Seattle's on the rebound. Isn't Wentz out? Didn't
there was a scare. There was a scare that he might miss 3 weeks.
Does anyone know that in chat? Has that been updated? Is Wentz playing in this game?
I don't think he's out.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah,
but it's still wobbly. Whatever's going on over there. They have a good team. The Colts
he's back. So according to Darkside, he's gonna play. But again, I don't think he's 100% coming into the game.
Right.
Which when is Carson Wentz fucking 100% in any game?
Exactly.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like when is he 100%?
What else is new?
Too bad. No, I like Seattle. I think they're a very solid football team. I think they go into the games at Indianapolis, if I recall what you're saying.
Yes, correct. Right? You got it. Yeah, 3-point spread, basically.
I think they go in there, and I do think they covered that 3. I think Seattle's just that division is really tough, but I think they're a really good football team. They're coming back. They've rebuilt the defense, and like you said, the weapons that they have on the outside, if they can get a running game going.
That's what I'm saying, man. That play action's just nasty,
right?
you know?
They're all going to depend on that play action and at the running backs.
And they've actually got a pretty decent offensive line now, the Seahawks do. They actually have been building, making some trades to, kind of keep – they see how brittle, see how valuable – I didn't say brittle – how valuable Russell Wilson is and keeping him on his feet.
To their credit – and Pete Carroll's credit, the whole time he's been there, they have been competitive.
Yeah.
They haven't dropped, to below, the 50-50 line in the NFL. They're always right there. They may not get there, but they're always competitive. They're always good, and I just think they're a better football team than the Colts. I think they do go in there, get the win, and I do think they cover.
All right, what do you got, Gooch?
Yeah, I'm sorry for making it so short and sweet, but like we like the matchup so much, but there really isn't much of a debate with who's going to win this because one team is clearly over the other with so many questions and so many doubts when the other team is like they know what their identity is, and even though they're not the Legion of Boom anymore, they're still retooling and recovered from those losses. So I just see, and plus the early season of last year had them MVP candidate for Wilson, and they were going to be a Super Bowl favorite. Like they were like looking to be such a loaded squad, and minus the injuries, now they're reset again. The Colts give you no reason to think that they're going to beat the Seahawks, so I got to go Seahawks.
If I'm a bettor right now, grab Seahawks at 2.5. I don't even know why this number's at 2.5. That's what fucking scares me because I see this game. I see this defense. Is that what it is? Like
it's the Colts defense. They're really good. Like the Colts defense.
Is that what it is? Because again, Cam makes a good point. Says Seattle. Interesting factor. Seattle had #1 scoring defense last 8 weeks of the season last year. The defense is improving. I'm with you, Flame. I think the Seahawks' massive weapons in Lockett and Metcalf really just how much? Yeah, it's too much right here. I actually see this as a double-digit win. This will be one of my locks of the week. I would grab it now if you're a bettor. I think this thing actually gets up to 3.5 or 4 points by the time Sunday kicks around when all the money comes in. I really like Seattle to get this here, 30-17 over the Colts. Yeah, I this number
that's
just
a lot of points on that Colts
Knocker.
Defense.
We bet a lot of football in our day, man. Like, this scares me because it's almost too good to be true. Like I have to give up less than a field goal with the Seahawks team with better weapons, healthier team.
Like, what do they know that we don't?
Like this thing scares me for some reason though. It really does.
Think that Wilson hasn't been focusing on the offseason. He's been doing like photo shoots and stuff with his wife more than like focusing on the offseason. Like have you seen his player picture compared to last season and this season?
No. Is he all GQ'd out? Is he GQ'd out?
Completely with this season compared to last.
He's not DQ'd out and shit.
So maybe
I love it. I love it. So all right, so we've only differed on one game, me and you, Gooch, right? We've only differed on one game so far.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, you never know. You never know. All right, next game up here, you've got the Los Angeles Chargers. It should be called the San Diego Chargers, and they should go back to San Diego. That's where they belong. Not saying that they're not good. Like that franchise just belongs in San Diego. Like I feel bad for San Diego fans. San Diego Chargers are on the road here against the team of Washington here, Knocker. The line here,
odd game.
Another weird line. Like this fucking was weird. Like -1 for the Chargers. Game. The Chargers are such a better football team. Like I know that they blew some games last year. Again, their coach might be one of the worst time management coaches of all time. He really might be. But Washington has no offense. They've got a decent defense, but they have no offense. I think Herbert might be a top 5 quarterback this season. I really do. Gooch, I'm going to go to you first because you're laughing. What do you got? What do you got?
Yeah, because I think because Herbert's going to do great, but I think it's really close because like they got to understand that Fitzmagic is a thing.
Stop saying that. There's no magic. He's never won a fucking Super Bowl. Stop saying it's Fitzmagic. Until you win a Super Bowl, there's nothing magical about you, okay? Go to fucking Disneyland, all right? Fitzpatrick, go to fucking Disneyland. You've never been to a Super Bowl.
Of the season. This is the week 1.
God, it frustrates me so much, Gooch. You have no idea.
All about Fitzmagic doing crazy things at the beginning of the year, right?
Fucking look at Fitzmagic. He's got the team. He's 4-2. Oh, now all of a sudden they're fucking 8-8.
Look at his whole resume. It's always okay. He does well. They buy in, and then they figure him out. So it's back to the whole cycle again. It's early, so you got to give Fitzpatrick the benefit.
Fucking hate that game, Gooch. I fucking hate it.
Cool. Is this another one we're gonna defer? I don't know.
Well, what, are you taking Washington?
No.
Okay.
Herbert's Tennessee's team. I'm sorry. The Chargers are gonna win because Herbert's gonna not do the greatest stat numbers that a rookie quarterback's ever done again. He's gonna probably be more disciplined, and those numbers aren't gonna show as much. So maybe that's why the margin is so small on the bet. And the fact that the Washington football team has an incredible defense.
They really do. They have a good defense.
That's the only with Indiana, it's gonna keep them in the game, and Fitzpatrick's gonna have to do last second Hail Marys, and he might actually hit
But at 1 point spread, it's basically a pick 'em. You're picking the game. I mean, you're going Chargers, right? You're going Chargers. Give me a score.
100%.
Give me a score.
Yeah. Okay, Chargers, but it's going to be a touchdown. It's not going to be 1 point or not going to be literally like a last second field goal. The Chargers have been broken so much by that. I don't know if they're ready to go through that again. I think they need to actually win a game outright.
Okay.
So by a touchdown.
All right, what do you got, Knock?
Gooch, you incredibly ignorant slut.
I'm a Dolphins fan. What do you want?
This game is going to go nothing like the way you said. It's going to be weather. It's going to be weather. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be turnovers. West Coast going to the East Coast. The Chargers never travel well all the way to the East Coast. Midwest, okay. All the way to the East, not going to happen. I like Washington to win this game. I think they have a good football team. I like their coach.
What?
I like what's going on. I think they keep the ball away from the Chargers offense, and I don't think the Chargers defense is strong enough to win this game field position wise. I think Washington's defense is going to get
How much vodka have you had today? How much have you drank today, Pops?
I think the Nerds rope is fine.
Yeah, is that Nerds rope? Yeah, I think the Nerds rope. Yeah, dude, the Nerds rope is gone to your head, dude.
There's a reason that they're making this a 1 point game. Again, they know more than we do, Josh. There's a reason that this is a 1 point game because they see this as being somebody's going to make a turnover, and this is going to be a 3 point ball game.
Get out of here with your riverboat Rons in chat. Get the fuck out.
I think this is an absolute ugly football game, which plays into Washington's hands. I think Washington wins this game.
Again, Knocker 1-4 in his college picks this week. I'm gonna go with I'm definitely gonna go with the Chargers in this one. You can take your Fitzmagic and shove it up Tony's ass, as he would say. All right, so you can take it right up there. I'm going Chargers in this one. I think they win by a touchdown again. I think Washington's defense is good, but the Chargers also have a good defense. And against Washington,
that's gonna be a really good game.
Washington can't put points up. They can't. If Washington gets down by 10, they're screwed. They're done. I'm going Chargers 24-17 over Washington here. 24-17.
That's what I'm talking about. Fitzmagic.
Anyone want to bet me? Okay. Hey, Josh's betting quarter is open. All right. Right now in Discord, get all your fucking Fitzmagic bets in. Take them all right now. Anyone you put in.
Dick, Josh.
You need all your dicks.
You see what Tamara just threw at me? The shade she just threw at me?
What'd she throw?
We need to check your meds, Pops.
Thank you. Thank you. Med check on Pops. Med check on Pops.
Med check.
Yeah, you know what? Can we put in the notes? Can we get an ambulance sound effect that you guys can use for Knocker when he needs to send an ambulance to him? Can we put that in the sound effect commands? Can we add that? Please put that in the notes for Knocker. Yeah, with Knocker, just someone call an ambulance for Knocker. All right, Knocker, next game up here. Wow, this one's going to be a snooze fest. We've got the
Cam. See, Cam's got it down. Washington's going to win the East. Thank you, Cam.
Washington's going to win the East? What is fucking wrong with you?
Thank you, Cam. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you too, Cam, did you have a nerd's rope too, man? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? They won't let me put a ambulance sound in because they say it's bad vibes, Knocker, because then you might actually need it one day.
I know, right? One of these days I'll
Look
actually
what you did. You did the ambulance and Knocker really keeled over. You just see Knocker fall over, dude. Just out of it. You stopped his heart. You killed him. Washington makes the playoffs but loses to Dallas. Thank you, Flame. I appreciate that. You're nuts if you think they're going to win the East. You're absolutely nuts. Defense can only take you so far. Defense can only take you so far. You got to score points in the NFL. Chargers win this again as well. All right, next game up here, Knocker. Jaguars versus the Texans here.
There we go.
Oh, baby.
There
do I have the sound effect? Let me see if I actually saved it in here. Let me see. 'Cause I'm still working the process, getting everything up in here. Let me see if I have it. No, I don't have it.
Go by 17. You think I'm high? That's a
What?
Throwing out
madness.
Jacksonville by 17.
What madness?
Wait, what
is
did he
this?
say? Jacksonville by 17? Oh my! Can you put that in the Josh's bets, please? I will definitely take you on that. Put that in Josh's betting corner, please. Right in Discord.
Give me
okay.
all you got.
He says mark his words. Wow, he is very confident on this. The guy moves to Florida and he all of a sudden now he's like the biggest Jaguars fan, Knocker.
He knows football, right? All of a sudden he's an expert.
Knocker. All right, here we go. We got again the Texans versus the Jags. We got Trevor Lawrence's debut coming in, Knocker. Going to be an interesting game here. Again, the only reason I'm watching this is because I want to see how Trevor Lawrence obviously looks in this game, Knocker. Jacksonville right now coming in. They've got a couple weapons. They don't have much, but they got a couple. They got Carlos Hyde and Duke Johnson at running back here. They still have on the wide receiving core a couple of good receivers in Godwin and Trevor Austin. They got a few, Knocker. James Robinson. They got a couple things out there. Nothing to get excited about. On the other side, again, you got the Texans turmoil, Knocker. The whole offseason quarterback controversy. Tyrod Taylor's going to start in this one. You've got Mark Ingram at running back, David Johnson, Philip Lindsay, a bunch of kind of, I wouldn't say washed up, but journeyman running backs at this point. And then again, they got rid of their two best receivers in the last two seasons. I don't think Axel is far off here. I don't think they win by 17. I think they win more by 7 in this one than 17. But I've got Jacksonville winning this game in their home opener. You know how much I cannot stand the Texans coach. I think he's terrible. I think he's one of the worst coaches in the NFL. He has done the least with the most. I mean, that guy has had so much talent on that Texans roster for the past 5 to 6 years since he's been there. Is it O'Brien, right? That's who the coach is over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has terrible clock management. I like the Jaguars here. You got the new coach. You've got the new system. You've got a new quarterback. I like the hype. I'm going to take them to win here. Jacksonville's favored by 3. I take them to win here 27-21 over the Texans. 27-21, 27-23, somewhere in that range. They definitely cover the 3-point spread. I actually like Jacksonville possibly one of my locks here.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, what do you got?
Fine.
What do you got?
You can be wrong as many times as you want to. No
okay.
They're arguing for me about you being wrong. I'm gonna go with Houston only because just everything in Jacksonville is new. They're still learning. They're still learning each other. They're still learning a new system. They've got a brand new coach. Now, trust me, I think Urban Meyer is one of the best coaches on the planet. Does he cheat? Maybe.
Yes, I know Bill O'Brien's been gone, Chat. I said Bill O'Brien was one of the worst coaches of football because he had so much weapons. Shut up, Chat. Go ahead, Knocker.
Urban Meyer's going to make that team a winner.
But
can they win right now against a fairly veteran team? I think this is going to be an ugly ass football game. But I think Houston, just because It's not brand new. Just because it's not brand new, the quarterback is not brand new. The defense isn't brand new. Everything in Jacksonville right now is brand new. And for some reason, Jacksonville just seems to have a curse on them as far as their star players getting hurt, their high draft pick players getting hurt. It just seems to happen to them. I think they're going to be very good in 3 years. But for opening day, I'm going to have to go with Houston in this one.
Damn. All right, going with Houston. The opener, Tyrod Taylor adventure begins. All right, Gooch, we got a split decision here. Where are you going to go now?
I thought I was going to be the one to go out on a limb.
No, I like it. You're taking the Texans. Let's go, Gooch.
I love that everything that you pointed out was exactly what I was going to bring up, but to the point that
thank you, Gooch.
These teams, I'm not going to I'm trying not to sound like a suck off, but like both these teams are going to win 3 games total combined, like maybe 4, both of them combined. I think that this is just such a sloppy win, a terrible loss. Whoever wins and loses, there's really no winner here. Urban Meyer, all I see is him trying to get a grown men to be a college team. And that has not worked in the past, ever. So I just think that Houston, the band of misfit toys, is going to come in and they're going to get their only win of the season this week against Jacksonville. I have
Thank you.
Wow, both of you are on the Texans.
I thought I was
all right, this is the second game we've disagreed. I like it here. Okay.
There we go. We had to get some parity going.
We don't think that either team is good.
I'm with you too. I'm not saying that the Jacksonville's going to win more than 4 games. I'm with you. I agree.
It's just the fact that Houston is just it's still the same thing with Houston. They've had some wins, they've had some success, and everything in Jacksonville right now is new. And Urban Meyer, like you said, Gooch, very good point. Urban Meyer is just like the dude that went to Philly from Oregon.
Kelly, right?
Yes. Yeah. Trying to relate. Urban Meyer, there's no way Urban Meyer is going to relate to people making more money than him. And they're just going to tell you, we're not in college. You're not going to control us that way.
I do think it helps him, though, that he has a college quarterback. I do think it helps him that he does have a college quarterback that's not going to be going against him in that way like you just described. Like, Trevor Lawrence is going to – him and Trevor Lawrence, I think they did that on purpose to have a rookie coach, a college coach, with a new college quarterback. Like, I think – like, I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I think that those two actually blend really well together.
Understood, Josh, but it's going to take 2 or 3 years to clear out the garbage that Urban Meyer doesn't want to get to where he wants to get to. And right now, there's a whole lot of uncertainty and a lot of things coming out of Jacksonville where the players are revolting. They're not liking what he's doing. And I just think that going into game 1,
I totally get your point. Yeah.
Where everybody, it's pretty much equal. They're both shitty teams. I'm just going to go with the one that's more stable and that has a little more success in the past.
I get you.
Now, if this game is played 2 years from today, I'm on the other side.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like it, though. We're splitting on the game. I got Jaguars, and I think they cover the spread, and Gooch and Knocker got the Texans in this one. All right, next game up here. Last one of the morning games here, Knocker. We got the Jets and the Panthers in this one, Knocker. Wow. The Jets have just been in disarray. You've got Sam Darnold now going against his old team, Knocker. It's kind of crazy how that's set up, how Sam Darnold moves teams, and the first team he plays, he's against his old team here. The Panthers, again, think about weapons. Christian McCaffrey, again, was banged up the last year, and I think he is the most dynamic player in football. I think he reminds me a lot of Reggie Bush back in his call. The Reggie Bush fucking just the days where you couldn't catch the guy. You couldn't touch him. He's just that elusive as a running back. He's got a little Barry Sanders in him where he can just make some moves and make people miss because he is a smaller running back. He's not a guy that's going to throw his head down in the middle and pound the yards like a Derrick Henry. He's a guy that's going to make you miss, get on the outside, and use his speed. And one of the best catching running backs as well, Christian McCaffrey. As long as he can stay on his feet right now, I think the Panthers have a decent chance to go 500 here this season. They've got some decent weapons. Robbie Anderson, another one that comes over from the Jets playing against his old team. Robbie Anderson, their wide receiver, coming over. On the Jets, on the other side of the football, Knocker, we know the story with the Jets. Rebuild after rebuild after rebuild after coach after rebuild after coach after rebuild here. They come into this with their quarterback, Zach Wilson out of BYU. Now, Knocker, you watch a lot of Western college football games because, we're on the West Coast here. So you've seen a lot of Zach Wilson over the years. They've got some running backs, Ty Johnson, Tevin Coleman, who came over from the Niners, I believe. And they've got a decent wide receiver, some veterans in Jamison Crowder, Corey Davis, who left over from the Titans, the speedster Corey Davis from Western Michigan came over. What do you see? He's a really good receiver. Panthers are favored by 5.5, 6. This depends where you get it here. I like the Panthers here. I think they cover in this one. I like them to actually put a thumping on the Jets here. Especially, I think the Jets quarterback's in for a very rude awakening in how fast the game is. The Panthers can move the football on offense. The Jets, I have absolutely no faith in this season. I like the Panthers here with some veteran leadership on their team, a healthy team coming in. I actually like them to win this game 28-13 over the Jets here. I like them as a blowout. This is one of my blowouts of the weekend here.
Yeah, I like the fact that Carolina is under their is this the third year under their coach from Baylor? Is this the third year or only the second year?
Not sure.
I want to say second. I don't know if it's third. I want to say second, but again, don't quote me on that.
So there's more familiarity there.
Yeah.
They've got to figure out how to keep McCaffrey healthy. Don't overuse him.
Yeah, Matt says Matt Rule is the coach, Knocker, just so you know.
Yeah, Matt Rule, from Baylor.
Yeah. It's second year.
Right. Oh, second year. Okay. Yeah. Don't send him in the middle. He's not a running back that's going to run between the tackles. Stanford used him fantastically.
Yes.
He was unbelievable at Stanford because of the way that they used him. So if Carolina can figure this out and Rule can figure this out, the Jets are the Jets. The Jets are the Jets.
That's what I'm saying. I have no faith.
Wilson is going to be a great quarterback.
His eyes are going to be like that deer in the headlights. Like, what the fuck is going on? And Sam Darnold, Sam Darnold's been through some adversity playing for the Jets.
Absolutely. I think Zach Wilson's going to be a great quarterback. I think Darnold moving from New York to any other team was a benefit for his career. Again, I think he never should have come out when he came out. But the fact that he's gone somewhere else, he hasn't been crushed yet. Yeah. I think there's some new life there, and I just think just by player personnel, Carolina is a better football team than the New York Jets. I see this something like 24-10.
24-10 in this one.
Yes.
All right, Gooch, what do you got? Chef, no, this is my Ezekiel Elliott jersey. I do have a Emmitt Smith jersey. I got an Aikman jersey. I got like a bunch of Cowboy jerseys. I've got Romo jerseys, one that I've actually burned live on camera. So I burned some jerseys. Yeah, like I said, Gooch, I said before the podcast, the Cowboys have cost me a lot in my life.
Yes, they have.
Had to wear assless chaps. I mean, there's been a lot of things. There's a lot of things. All right. What do you got? Great. What do you got here, Gooch? In this one, it's going to be a blowout, or is it going to be close in this one?
It's going to be a blowout. The Jets are the Jets. I love that you put it like that. The Jets are the Jets. They pass up on Justin Fields. They're trusting in Wilson that he's going to be the guy. They've never chosen the right option. They're looking like a mess, but maybe less of a mess than last year. They don't have that crackhead as a coach anymore, and they're going to go ahead and actually get better. I think the Panthers are great getting Sam Darnold. He could finally unleash, and with Robbie Anderson and all his weapons there, and with McCaffrey coming back, how do you bet against them? It's gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a blowout too. It's gonna be. I think this is gonna be one of my locks of the week as well. Again,
3 halftime, and then it's just gonna coast.
I agree with you. They're just gonna control the football. Darnold, as long as he doesn't turn the ball over 3 or 4 times, this game should be over by the third quarter. And I think it's gonna be one of my locks of the week. Again, I'll put my locks up, and again, I'll make sure that I'm better than Knockers 1-4, who he went last season, this past week. So if you don't want to remember, go check out what Knockers picks were. If you want to know how Knocker is, he still goes with picks. He said for the last 13 years he's not going to go anymore. He started the season off with the one team. He is literally gone on our podcast for the past 13 years. I'm never betting on the Irish again. Fuck the Irish in every way possible. What's opening pick? I loved it. That's why I didn't even question him when he texted me his picks. I was like, okay, he's got the Irish there. Let's go. Let's see how this works out for him. And you know what Oklahoma did? They pulled an Oklahoma right on his ass again. They got up really big, and they're like, you know what, Knocker? We're shitting the bed, and we're going to just win by 7.
God. Terrible.
What are they going to do, man? All your picks went exactly like how they always go. Exactly. Yeah, Panthers by 21. Panthers by 21. I like it. I like it.
Panthers by 21.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be a blowout. All right, next game up here. We're going to the afternoon games here. Now, this one is going to be a good game here, Knocker. We got the Browns. Again, I think they're a top 10 team this year. As long as they stay healthy, they got a really good defense, a lot of weapons. Their running game is going to be good. They got one of the most dynamic running duos in the league with Chubb and what's one that came over from Kansas City? Right off the top of my head, I can't think about it.
Kareem Hunt?
Yeah, you got it. And then they're gonna again, they're wide receivers. Say what you want about Odell. I don't know what his health situation is going into the year, but they do have some weapons on the outside, and you know, I think this is a big year for their quarterback. Knocker, you know, I'm not a big fan of their quarterback. He's very immature. I don't like his commercials suck. First of all, make a good commercial, Mayfield. Take some lead advice from Peyton Manning. Now that guy can make a commercial. Okay, all right, Baker, you can't make one. All right, you can't make one. You stink at it. Stop making them. All right, and your season's empty.
Off his ass,
and and you know what? Your season.
Colin.
What? No, Baker, show me something.
Get off his ass, Colin.
He ran from the cops, dude. Like, that's not a good decision.
He won a playoff game in Cleveland.
You're the quarterback for one of the biggest college football teams in the world, and you run.
Playoff game for the Cleveland Browns. That makes him a god. Stop. Get off his ass.
Get the fuck out of here. Whatever, man. Chiefs -6 in this one at home, Knocker. This place, you know, Arrowhead, one of the toughest places to go in and play. Toughest places in all of football to go into, especially week 1. It's going to be nuts. That place is one of the loudest stadiums besides, I think, Seattle in the league. Browns, though, are coming in with, a stacked roster, Knocker, leading with Baker Mayfield. Again, I think they have all their question, just like the Cowboys, and is their quarterback situation. What is their quarterback situation like the Dolphins going to be? They've got all this talent on the outside. What they can do? Again, they got Nick Chubb. They got Kareem Hunt. They've got amazing receivers in Odell Beckham. They've got Jarvis Landry, the veteran. And their defense is absolutely stacked on the defensive side of the football. Jadeveon Clowney, Myles Garrett on the front line, Knocker, making some offseason transactions as well. But on the other side, you got the Chiefs, again, coming off that Super Bowl. And it's very hard to repeat in any sport. Very hard to repeat in any sport. It doesn't matter if it's baseball, hockey. It is very hard to do. And I think they're on a war path to get back to the Super Bowl here, Knocker. I think they're the best team in football. You got Patrick Mahomes. You've got a dynamic running game in Clyde Edwards. You got Derek Gore. You got McKinnon coming over. Some Darrell Williams. Some people that can, pound the football up the middle, go on the outside. You still got one of the most dynamic receivers in all of football in Tyreek Hill. You just give him the football and you just watch magic happen. And a top 3 tight end as well, and Travis Kelce in this one. They're favored by, I believe, 6 in this one, Knocker. What are your thoughts? And then we'll go to Gooch after.
As a betting man, I'm not going to touch this game because I just don't know how much Cleveland bring. But Kansas City is definitely, again, in my opinion, I think Buffalo is going to go Super Bowl. I think it's going to be Buffalo and Kansas City in the AFC Championship game again.
I agree with you. That's my AFC Championship call too as well. Yeah.
Right. Kansas City's going to win this game. Like you said, they're pissed off that they lost their left tackle. Their quarterback was hurt in the Super Bowl. They did not put up a good showing. They did not put up a good fight. I think they're ready to just unleash all of their anger on whoever that they play in game 1, and then especially at home. Again, Cleveland is a very good football team. They're going to make the playoffs. I think they're probably going to win the division. But they're definitely
going to be right there with Baltimore fighting for that division. Definitely.
In this particular game, though, I think Andy Reid and everybody's healthy coming into the game. I just don't see how Cleveland can come in and beat a motivated, healthy Kansas City team coming off a disappointing Super Bowl loss. Maybe if this game was 4 or 5 weeks in, might be a little different story. But I like Kansas City definitely in this one. I'm not going to bet on it because odd things can happen. But I think Kansas City does win the game.
Yeah, it's a juicy number by Vegas because they make it sit right under 7. You know what I mean? It's that juicy number, like, oh, okay,
yes.
So they can win by a touchdown. I'm good. It almost makes you feed into it, but it's like I feel like the Chiefs have a 13-point lead, and then the Browns score a late backdoor touchdown. You know what I mean? And the Chiefs win by 6 or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? It has backdoor written all over it. It really does. Gooch, what do you see in this one, man?
Yeah, the Browns. I'm very high on the Browns this year, and I'm also a big fan of like storylines developing through the year. I know, like, it's of course like they got to sell their Super Bowl DVDs at the end when there's like a bunch of adversity, and it shows how they come together. And like the Chiefs are coming off of a disappointing. If it's not a Super Bowl, it's disappointing. Off season for them, and they're retooled, and now they're ready to go back at it. I think they're going to be surprised by the Cleveland Browns because of how legit they are this year compared to last year. They've had so much time to get ready. But you're not betting it because anything could happen. And I'm just going to be a big fan of the underdog here. And the Cleveland Browns are the best at doing that. And last year, beating the Steelers was a
huge. Is Gooch going with the Browns?
Huge undertaking. I am going with
you're fucking taking that hot sauce and shove it in your hand right there. No, this is where he loses it. This is where he just went off the cliff. This is where Gooch.
Really?
Yeah, this is where Gooch's picks just went. You ever seen the movie Rounders where the rest of the guys you goes. You just go down. You're done. All your hopes crushed out the window.
In your mailbox soon. It's gonna be in your mailbox.
You'll be check.
Josh, Gooch just unzipped his fly.
He really did.
On the table.
You remember the old shirts in the 90s, the Big Johnson shirts? I feel like he's gonna show up next Tuesday with the Big Johnson T-shirt on. He's be like, you know what?
If he wins, he is.
If he wins next week, it'll be Knocker, Professor, and Gooch. Josh will not be here, so that'll be next week.
2.0, come in with the cigar and everything. I'm gonna be.
Gooch don't need to show up next week. It's gonna be
if Gooch wins this week, Gooch is hosting next week. I'll tell you that right now, and I'm out. All right.
A perfect record.
Oh man, I love it.
I'm all for the drama. I love the drama. Browns winning would be a lot of drama.
Oh, Chef, you're the best.
I do.
Chef, I
love that, man.
I missed this Chef comment, but I love that he said, "Well, OJ ran too, so cough." Just saying. For Baker Mayfield, he's like, you know what, OJ ran, so he was good. Right? He was good. Yeah, Chef has a bet. It's in our. It's that's a quote, I think. Every time the Patriots win, he's dropping a 20 bomb. Every time.
Holy
so
crap.
So Gooch, the next game up here.
Yeah. Here we go.
Next game up here, Patriots at home. The mac and cheese experiment starts. The Dolphins coming in on this one. A lot of respect here from Vegas, as these two teams always play each other hard. They really do, man. The Dolphins really do play the Patriots hard. And I think you're the one team that's actually kind of beat them the last few seasons with Brady. You've always had kind of maybe a split during the season, right? You always take 1-1. Some way you always finish 1-1 against the Patriots here. You've got the Patriots favored by 3 in this one, Knocker. I'm going to go to Gooch first because it's his team here, Knocker. Yeah. Patriots at home, -3. Rookie quarterback coming in. Dolphins are going to be coming in hot. This is a big. I think Dolphins fans, if they're coached right, they know this might be one of the biggest games of the season to start your season off the way it needs to go.
Yeah, and I'm going to be completely opposite to how I felt about University of Miami playing Alabama, where I was like, okay, well, there was nothing new about that. There was like, okay, we knew we were going to be bad, and even if they showed this promise, it's totally different because Miami needs to be good. They have to be good. If we play Brady well, again, even in New England we don't win, we still play them pretty well, even when they were unstoppable. So there should be no excuse with the right coach, with the right tools. There's no excuses. If they lose here, like, I'm going to be so deflated as a Dolphins fan because I know that all that rebuild was just to shove off those teams that are just now rebuilding and retooling. You just dropped your starting quarterback like a week ago, and you think you're going to come in with a fresh quarterback and beat us? Like, even if you're at home, our defense is fantastic. Still, we signed Xavier Howard back, even though that whole situation could have been handled a little better.
Yeah.
And the Watson rumors, I hate that the Watson rumors haven't been completely squashed and we're just kind of letting that fester. Maybe it's a red herring. Maybe it's just like we're trying to just keep everyone distracted while we're totally locked in for the year. I hate the maybes, but I'm just ready to commit.
If there was ever a time for you to start the season off and beat the Patriots, this is the season to do it. It really
in the mouth. I'm gonna beat the Patriots.
And I know we've got a lot of Boston fans in chat. I know we got a lot of Boston. So you're taking Miami. What's the final score here? What do you think? What's the prediction on the score?
Come at me, man.
What's the prediction?
No, I say 21-13.
21-13. 21-13. Wow, I like it. Again, with the Patriots here, the thing that scares me is you always know you're going to get a good Bill Belichick defense. Like, you know that even if they don't have all the pieces, you know you're going to get a decent defense out of the Patriots. The thing that scares me in this game is their offense. Again, can you name? They got rid of Sony Michel, who I was like, oh, that's one of their best offensive weapons. You just traded him away right now to the Rams. Like, what are you doing here? This game scares me a lot. This game scares me a lot because it's just like you're so used to, the Patriots. Oh, you're going to take the Patriots. And the Patriots at home. The Patriots home, Foxborough. Oh, man.
I don't think it matters.
And as much as I want Chef to gift out 20 subs.
Sorry, not week 1.
You know, as much as I want Chef to gift out 20 subs, I have to go against you. I have to go against Gooch. I'm sorry, Gooch. I'm gonna go against you in this one.
No,
it's for the hot sauce. Fine. This is for the hot sauce, baby.
Yeah,
this is for the hot sauce, man. This is for the hot sauce. I'm gonna go again because I have a Brady jersey. Even though Brady's not on there, I've watched Patriots. I know what they can do. If Mac Jones doesn't turn the football over, they have a very good chance to win this football game. I'm going to go with the Patriots in this one. I'm going to take them to win 2017 over the Dolphins here in a very, very close game. Again, I'm going to go against Scooch. I'm going to go with the Patriots until I will believe in Belichick, even with a rookie quarterback, until I'm proven wrong, which is probably might be after this week, but fucking well. Let's fucking go.
They were a mess last year. Remember that. They were a mess last year.
Let's go. I'm going with the Patriots 2017 knocker. What do you got, man? This is a big pick'em game here. This is huge.
2017 fish.
Ooh, knock sauce. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Sorry, but I agree with Gooch, man. I think there's so much riding on the Miami franchise build that they've done. And you know, they've got all the pieces in place. They've got the right coach. They've been building something for the last couple years, and for some reason they seem to have the Patriots number. And I just think it's just really tough for Mac Jones to come in game number 1, conference game. You know, it is at home, but it's not his home.
Yeah, but he's going against Tua. It's not like he's going against a veteran. Like he said, Murph says in chat, Tua will be in the fetal position by halftime.
Well, Tua might be
Alabama, by the way.
Yeah. He might not be a veteran, but he's played 8 or 9 games. He's not going to be intimidated.
True.
Yeah.
You know, if he was going up against Brady, he might be intimidated if Gronky was there and all those, the Patriots players were there.
Going against his underling, honestly.
You know, they're not there.
Yeah.
And Mac Jones is his first game, and it's a Patriots home crowd, but it's not his home crowd. He's
I want Bill Belichick. I want to see the Patriots lose a game like this before I go against them. That's kind of just where I'm coming from. It's like I'll take it. I'll take the risk to see if it happens because I haven't seen it happen yet, even with different quarterbacks. When Cam Newton was there. If Cam was with the Patriots right now, I would still take him. It doesn't change my decision of the Patriots quarterback. I just think the Patriots at home are just getting. Again, MTM says, how can you say Zach Wilson will be a deer in the headlights and Mac Jones won't be? I'm not saying Mac Jones won't. But you know what? Zach Wilson has a completely different coach than Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's just different. And I know he's just different.
Exactly.
Like he's just different. He's just different. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the only reason it's the only reason I'm gonna go with it there.
He's gonna get his welcome to the NFL moment.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Is Mac Jones gonna do the dad walk out of the tunnel like he did on draft day? Bill Belichick's a vibe. I'm telling you, it's a vibe. All right, I like it. We're split on this though. I like it. We're split here. All right, we've got 4 games left here on the schedule.
Let's go.
4 games left here. We've got the Packers versus the Saints here. Aaron Rodgers coming in after a offseason of controversy, Knocker. It's been the story of Aaron Rodgers in the offseason. I know we had a question here. It says here, virtual, it says, are you sad Aaron Rodgers is retiring after the end of the season? I don't think he's going to retire at the end of the season, personally. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he's still got a few more years in him. But again, Knocker, Aaron Rodgers, you know how I love him. Everyone here for the past 13 years knows I love the Cheeseheads because they've won me a lot of money in the past. They really have. Aaron Jones, though, coming back in, Knocker, a good running back. Coming in for the Packers, they've got a dynamic wide receiving core as well. Devontae Adams, one of the best in the league, top 10 wide receiver. Randall Cobb, as long as he stays healthy, is a really good receiver. Alan Lazard as well, coming into the season. They've got a couple good tight ends here. Mercedes Lewis, a big tight end as well. And then you look on the other side here, Knocker, as far as the Saints, brand new quarterback. You've got the turnover machine himself, Jameis Winston. I mean, the guy throws as many touchdowns as he does interceptions, it seems like. But The guy can put up points, Knocker, and if the guy can string along a very good game, he can win some ball games here. We've seen that before. They've still got one of the best running backs in the game in Kamara as well. They're going to be a little bit injury plagued on the wide receiver form, as they're not going to have their number one wide receiver in the game of Michael Thomas. What do you think, and how do you think this game plays out? This is going to be played, I believe this is played in Jacksonville, I want to say, right? It's played in Jacksonville, right? Because of the
four games.
Yeah.
They're going to be in different places, I think.
So that is obviously going to go against the Saints as well. The spread here is 4. I actually think this is one of my bets of the week here, Knocker. I like the Packers big in this one. I think they put up in the 30s in this one. I like the Packers 31-20 over the Saints here.
God, I hate doing this. I absolutely this. I hate Green Bay.
I know you do. You do. I know you do. The whole clip we played last week where you got really mad at my Aaron Rodgers take. You know, we've heard it before.
I hate everything about that franchise right now. I just absolutely hate it.
Yeah, he's gonna go off. Rodgers is in a prove it year right now for everything that happened over the offseason.
They're gonna win the game only because
you really hate this. You keep scratching your
biggest sigh.
It's really like, yeah, he's like getting a migraine headache right now. I feel like Knocker's getting a migraine like from talking about this right now.
This is killing me. I'm trying to be an honest prognosticator and get past my hate.
Yeah.
You know, God, I hate them. I hate everything about them. I hate everything that
All right, but you're going Packers, right?
Stands for. And
he's gonna end this whole story with I'm going Packers though.
I hate his mustache. I hate the fact he was dating Olivia Munn. I hate everything about him. You know, he just seems to be a whiny bitch. His last 2 or 3 years, he's just a whiny bitch. and you know, he hasn't made it to the Super Bowl. He has won, and everybody thinks he's just a god. And he's won Super Bowl.
Knocker's such a hater. Trust me, me and Knocker for the last 13 years. I'm the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan. I think he's a top 5 quarterback all time. Just from talent, talent perspective, Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback. His talent, he has just not been given the pieces around him half the time.
Josh, you would give your anal virginity to Aaron Rodgers.
Someone clip it. I don't fucking.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a fact.
My father just said I would give my anal virginity to an NFL quarterback. That's what's stated. Week 1, 2021 Week 1 picks with the Gooch Spot. Mark it down now.
Now they're gonna win the game just because just Jameis is a shit show. You know, I'm sorry, Jameis is a shit show, and they're going through a little bit of a change right now. Neutral field, maybe it was in the dome. You know, I might lean towards New Orleans. I hate the fact that
Get to your pick. You've been talking for 5 minutes, Nerds Rope.
Packers.
What do you got, Gooch?
That's what I got out of that whole entire statement with Packers.
Packers, right? Yeah, I told you at the very end, he's gonna go Packers. That's why it goes on this long, short story.
Be a professional about this. I can't be stupid.
So many things want me to pick the Saints for this, but you know, Jameis Winston coming off a LASIK surgery, he's got a new, fresh set of eyes, so there's no excuse of I couldn't see who's wearing which jersey.
Exactly.
Look, they're gonna play in Jacksonville. He was in Tampa. He's used to the climate. And you know, he can sling it when the coach that allows him to sling it. I feel like the Saints. Hold on, the Saints were in a lot of really good positions to win games. They just couldn't get Drew Brees to bring it down the field.
Yeah.
So that might be plugged up. Jameis might not be so careless because he has Kamara. He didn't have a top running back like that in Tampa.
Coach has just
I'm still gonna pick the Green Bay Packers to beat this because just on pure skill, regardless of what the story is, it's Aaron Rodgers. Skill wise, he is amazing, but as far as what he's doing to that organization and what he's kind of made them public enemy, and that's not really good for their future. So he's gonna leave, and that place is gonna be in shambles, from what I'm getting.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
But for now, enjoy it, Packer fans. You're gonna get the win against.
All right, you heard my bet. I think Packers again win by double digits in this one, so I'm gonna take them. I pick a man against bet. Thank you for the 5-bomb Kegler, coach, dropping a 5-bomb on the squad to Wally, Bogdan, Merlin Milk, Fish and Bish, and Pans Ham, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Much love. Thank you so much. All right, Jordan Love shows promise. Hang on. All right, I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. Jordan Love, you got something to prove for me. We got 3 games left here. 3 games left. Broncos versus the Giants here, Knocker. I actually think this is going to be I actually think it's going to be a good game.
What? Oh yeah.
Who cares?
I think it's going to be a good game.
This is a who cares game because this is an AFC NFC. It really doesn't mean much. Like this is so early. Like neither team is getting a divisional loss from this. Like
thanks for the clip, everybody.
This is also a don't care.
Thanks, Rogue One. I appreciate for you clipping that. Thank you. I cannot wait to have that on Twitter tomorrow. All right, Broncos and Giants, Knocker. Broncos are favored by 3 here. I told you. I think the Broncos are going to be a dark horse team coming into the season here. Teddy Bridgewater. I know you're a fan of Teddy, though. Come on, right? You're a fan of Teddy.
I've loved Teddy Bridgewater.
All right, they got Melvin Gordon. They got some decent wide receivers as well coming into the season. Jared Jeudy. They've got some decent wides. Cortland Sutton. They've got some decent ones coming in, Knocker. But on the other side, you've got the Giants. I'm not going to call him Danny, you know what. He's not a Danny Dimes. He's a Danny Dud. I think he's fucking terrible. All right? And I know he's going to get his I know he's going to get everyone said Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes. He's Tony dropping a 20 bomb. Tony's alive.
Hey!
He woke up.
He's alive.
He woke up.
Tony's alive. Tony, you're awake. I overslept. We all bet. We all win. We all win.
Dude, he raided my channel and I put his ass to sleep. I'm sorry,
Tony
Tony.
Blacks has gifted
I'm
20
sorry,
subs to
bro.
viewers.
Only by 3 hours.
Oh, we all win. We all bet that Tony overslept. We all win cannolis, everybody. 1,000,000 cannolis when Tony streams next, all right? Dude, you didn't have to give 20 subs, bro. It's okay, dude. You could just came and said I overslept because we all knew that's what happened. We're like, dude, Tony fucking just crashed, dude. Tony fucking just crashed. He went on one of his like 12-hour sleep benches because he's been out for 3 fucking days rolling marbles. Like,
dude, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should have done a prediction. Well, no one would have won anything because it would have been like all points would have been on Tony sleeping. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Tony. Love you, man. Thank you for the 20. Dude, you didn't have to give you 20 subs, dude. That's fucking nuts. You're insane, dude. Thank you so much, Tony. Tony, you going to be on tonight? Tony, you streaming marbles tonight? Okay. We'll see you in a little bit. Dude, Tony, I love you, man. No worries, dude, at all. Fucking love you, bro. No worries at all. Knocker, what do you got on this one here? Thank you for the 20 subs, bro. That's a fucking insane. Thank you. Broncos -3 over the Giants.
Giants.
You got Giants at home in this one? Straight out Giants. All right. What do you got, Gooch?
Wow. Look, Von Miller's returning. That's awesome. You got Teddy Two Gloves as your quarterback. You got really good options for the Broncos early on, and especially you got really basically nothing to lose. I got the Broncos. I got them over the Giants. I'm not a believer of the Giants.
Oh, on the road.
I'm not a believer either. I've actually got the Broncos in this one too, Gooch. I thought we might split this one, but I'm with you on the Broncos here. I just think I feel more confident in their team. I don't know what it is. I just have no confidence in the Giants. Their defense is shot. I think their quarterback's not good. And they've got a decent running back, and that's about it. I like the Broncos. I think I got some good weapons. I'm going to go with the Broncos here to win 20-13 over the Giants here. I like it 20-13 over the Giants. I actually like them to cover that spread in this one. So I like it. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies as well. Crystal, thank you so much. We're on a level 5 hype train because you guys are nuts as hell.
Wow.
You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts. What's saying? He's ordering food now to go live. Tony just wakes up, fucking Ubers, marbles. I love it, dude. He's the fucking man. This 5-time. He's the Tom. I like to call him. He's basically the Tom Brady of marbles right now. He's got 5 rings on his hand now. He's about to go for number 6. Like,
it's all right, Tony. My ass is all right for now, Tony. But I'm trying to make Josh, able to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on chicken wings. I'm gonna slather on that. I'm gonna slather it in there.
Misery loves company, man.
Wow.
So Tony, do we have to blame Gooch for putting you to sleep? You ended up going into Gooch.
He raided in, and I had to like put sauce in my mouth, and as I was dying, I guess that puts people.
Wait, you did that today?
Yeah, I had to sample it now. I guess seeing people in pain is a good sleep nap.
Nice, dude. Nice. Nice.
Need some shot.
Was I supposed to be quiet? My lions stink. No, we know your lions stink, Kegler. It's okay. My wife is from Michigan. We know the lions stink.
Exactly.
Oh, I love it. All right, next one up here. We got 2 games left here. Sunday Night Football. We've got a decent game here, but I think it's somewhat. I don't know. We got Bears versus Rams here, Knocker. Rams favored by 7.5. It's that crazy number, 7.5 here. The Rams. I am so excited to see Stafford Stafford with this offense. I really am. I'm happy for the guy that they got out of Detroit, because you know what? You really never heard him bitch in Detroit. You really didn't. You never heard Stafford bitch in Detroit.
And he never complained.
I mean, he literally lost one of the best receivers probably ever in the history in Calvin Johnson that retired way too early. You know what I mean? And so the Rams favored by 7.5 here. Bears coming in, Knocker.
Ferret Fawcett, welcome to the squad.
You know the Bears
fam.
story.
Thanks
Andy
to
Dalton is going to be their starter in this one, Knocker.
Happy 9-month anniversary, Josh.
They've got some okay running backs and receivers as well, Knocker, but just the Bears are the Bears every season. The Rams, I think, are a top five football team, Knocker, coming into the season. Their weapons are all over the place right now, especially in the running game. They got Dill Henderson coming in. They just got, again, the trade coming over from New England. Yeah, from New England. They also have Deshaun Jackson now added to the list. They've got your boy Cooper Kupp as well, Robert Woods. A bunch of weapons all over the place for the Rams. And again, one of the best defensive players in the league as well. 7.5 for the spread here. What do you got? And again, thank you, Farrah Fawcett, for the 3 months. I appreciate it. What do you got, Knox?
The Rams are the class of the NFC West. Tough division. But Matthew Stafford's he's just going to ball out for the next 2 years. They have all the weapons. Losing Cam Akers was tough, man, because he was going to have a big year.
Yeah.
Everybody else is healthy. Pretty much everybody else on the Rams roster is healthy. They're just 2 years removed from the Super Bowl.
Right.
I think they got a great chance to getting back to the Super Bowl.
I agree with you.
And the Bears are the Bears. They're in the middle of rebuilding. They got Andy Dalton, total journeyman quarterback. The Rams are going to win this 30. I'm going to go 33-17. I think this is just a blowout, in my opinion.
I agree with you, Kyle. Yeah. What do you got, Gooch?
No, fair enough. Andy Dalton is really just there as a placeholder. You know, I think the Bears are using him as a meat shield, a $10 million meat shield.
It's like Gooch, isn't it? Like the Browns, it's just like add another Bears quarterback to the list, right? Like of just rotating quarterbacks.
But at least I think they have their future, right? It's kind of primed up, ready to go. But they're going to let Andy Dalton take the first 3 games that are just really tough, and he's just going to get absolutely battered and bruised from him. And maybe start Fields week 4 against the Lions. I think they play the Lions week 4. Perfect freaking time to, and they play the Raiders after that. So like that's a really good warm up. But for now, man, even with the loss for the Rams, with that running back,
Cam Akers,
you can't, like, I just saw in chat that Deshaun Jackson, he's gonna go out by the second quarter. He's fighting for in a 3-way battle for the 3rd string. He's not even like
he's not their number one. So it's like he's just a bonus. He's just a bonus. If he plays, he's a bonus.
Rams,
you know what I mean?
Rams.
Yeah, Justin Fields starts in week 6. I agree with this. Kind of like let Andy Dalton fuck it up so we have a reason to play our rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? So I got the Rams here in a big blowout as well, Knocker. I think they win this big 35-20 over the Bears here. I think they absolutely roll and get some turnovers as well. Drip Tip with the 5-bomb. You're nuts, dude. Thank you so much for the 5-bomb. Y'all are nuts. I appreciate it. It's been a crazy first podcast, y'all. I appreciate it. First week 1. This is awesome. I love it. Again, next week, we're going to have Real Professor on. The battle takes place between Knocker and Real Professor next week.
Bring it on, bro. Bring it on.
Last game here. We got Monday Night Football here. We've got Ravens versus the Raiders here, Knocker. It's going to be a pretty good game, I believe. Raiders here, again, signed John Gruden that 10-year freaking contract, which is just insane to sign a coach to that. But again, they've improved every year. Might be small, but they've improved every year since he's been there. I'm not a big believer in Carr. I never have been. You know that as well. I do like the running game with the Raiders, but the Ravens, again, are one of the best regular season teams in football. They just play a really good regular season. Lamar Jackson, I know he stumbled in the playoffs, but again, a top 10 quarterback at least here, Knocker, coming in. I know they lost their running back Dobbins, but again, Gus Edwards I think is going to slide right in there from Rutgers. Hey, shout out to Rutgers again. And they've got some decent weapons on the outside. Another top 10 defense here. I think they're a little too much. Even though it's in the Raiders, it's in that new stadium. It's going to be in Vegas. It should be rocking. I just think the Raiders are fucked this up somehow. I'm going to go with the Ravens here. The spread is 4.5. I think the Ravens get this done 23-17 over the Raiders.
I definitely think they cover. Raiders they don't have a defense. They just don't have enough defense to win against the elite teams. They just don't. Baltimore has some serious weapons on the outside. They've drafted very well as far as skill positions on the offensive side of the ball, and the Ravens always play great defense. I just think they wear the Raiders down, and again, I think they cover. I think they win. Yeah, I'm going to go like 24-18, something like that.
Yeah, what do you got, Gooch?
Yeah, the Raiders, they're just not in the same league.
Yeah, they're just
really
not.
Like
Yeah.
they can't. Their defense cannot handle what the Ravens do just casually. So yeah, 100%. I'm going with the Ravens.
The Ravens over the Raiders. I like it. Week 1 picks in the books, everybody. Mark them down again. Exclamation NFL to get your picks in right now. Lock them down every single week. $25 weekly winners. $350 to the cash. Right to the grand prize winner who gets the most picks every single week. Lock them in. We're going to be here every single Tuesday. Bring your picks. Knocker, do you have college Picks this week coming up here?
Actually, I do.
You do? Ooh. All right. So we're going to throw it here to Knocker. We're going to throw it here to Knocker to get your nice little 15-minute college football sandwich before we head out of here.
It ain't going to be that long.
Okay, 10 minutes because, again, he better back this up because a 1-4 week Knocker.
Ooh, you need some
it's
back.
week 1.
Knocker.
It's week 1 coming off a COVID year. There's a whole lot of shit going on.
All right.
A whole lot of changes. It's really difficult to prognosticate right now. But that being said, JT Daniels, what a huge freaking win for the Georgia Bulldogs, taking down Clemson. Clemson is now they're just dropping a couple of notches. They're not where they were for the last 3 years. Georgia is taking on Alabama Birmingham. They're a 24-point favorite. I like it. I like Georgia to just throw points up. I think Kirby
Georgia's
Smart,
defensive line looked really good against Clemson.
Exactly. Georgia is a really good football team. JT Daniels is
well, it
healthy.
scares me that though they couldn't score. They didn't score an offensive touchdown. Wasn't that a pick 6 that they scored against Clemson? Like Georgia didn't have an offensive touchdown in that game.
Understood, but you're playing against Clemson's defense. This week
True.
you're playing against an Alabama Birmingham defense.
Yeah.
They got the jitters out of the way. They won a huge game. It was just enormous for that program to win that game. So now they just roll. I think Georgia rolls until they get into the stiffer competition in the SEC conference.
Okay.
Later in the season. But a 24. I might even you might want to lay some money on the first half on this one because again, like you said, they didn't have a whole lot going for them on offense. Nobody really does. So I think they're ready to explode. Nebraska is taking on Buffalo. Buffalo about 3 or 4 years ago, they had a really good program going. It was really going well. They had some good wins, some bowl games, blah, 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 but it's just taken a turn off the cliff. I'm not a huge fan of Nebraska. Frost was supposed to go in there and turn the program around, and that hasn't happened. But I think that they do cover the 14 points against Buffalo this weekend. The Michigan Wolverines, go blue, hail, all hail. 6.5-point favorite over the Huskies of Washington, who just lost to Montana. There's no excuse to losing to Montana, and now you travel to the Big House. Now you're going to travel to the Big House against a Michigan team that dropped 40 points on whoever they played last week. I like Michigan big in this one. I just don't see how Washington coming off of that loss can stand up. Rutgers, after dropping 61 points last week, Greg Schiano back in Rutgers when he was there. Plus, they have a running back named Pacheco. How do you go wrong?
Hey, how do you go wrong? All right, let's go.
Rutgers is a 2.5-point favorite going to the Carrier Dome. It's really rough to play in the Carrier Dome. I give you that. Syracuse is really tough at home. But I think Rutgers has got something going on there. And they're a 2.5-point favorite. I think they cover that. I think they win by 10 points going away. Oregon State against Hawaii. Oregon State played a pretty good game this weekend. 11.5 points against Hawaii. I watched Hawaii play against UCLA, and they just didn't have the athletes on defense to stop people from scoring. Not that Oregon State is a juggernaut by any way, shape, or form, but I do think that they cover those 11.5 against Hawaii. Some other games, you've got Boise State minus 26 against UTEP. Boise State covered the spread last week at Central Florida. A very good game. Boise State, I think I take the first half in this one. I think they come out and score a lot of points in the first half and just cruise to a victory.
That blue field, you know what I mean?
Pardon me?
That blue field that they play on. You know?
Right, exactly. Oregon coming off a very close game against Fresno State, 31-24. Oregon was supposed to be really good this year. They didn't, Fresno State's no pushover, but they go into the horseshoe. Ohio State, 14.5-point favorite. I buy that half a point. I might even buy a full point on this one. Ohio State's quarterback, a local product from Rancho Cucamonga, CJ Stokes, I think that's his name, looked really good as the game progressed. Every time that OSU was challenged last week, they came up with a big play against Minnesota. They have so many weapons on offense. Teague, Olave. There's just too much there. And Oregon just going into that big house. I mean, not the big house, but the horseshoe. It's really tough to go into the horseshoe and win. Boston College throwing up huge points last week. UMass is an absolute mess. Boston College favored by 37. I actually think they cover this. This is one of the best games on the schedule this week. Iowa versus Iowa State. Iowa State, I think, is ranked number 7 coming into the season, the highest ranking ever for ISU. Iowa just put the hammer down last week on their opponent. Iowa State, 4.5-point favorite. I'm gonna have to go with Iowa on this one. I just think the pedigree with Iowa will bode well for them, and I think they cover that one. Texas at Arkansas, nice game. I'm still not sold on Texas. I'm still not sure what's going on there. I think Sarkisian is going to change that offense. I like Texas in this one to cover those 7 points, but I wouldn't be surprised if Arkansas covers. So you might want to stay away from this one, but I think it's one of the most interesting games on the schedule. And then you get the Mormon Bowl. You have the Mormon Bowl this weekend. You've got Utah at BYU. BYU gets 7 points. I actually think they cover. In games like this, BYU seems to really come up strong and cover those point spreads. So I'm going to bet on BYU. I'm not sure if that's going to be one of my 5 picks, but if I have to bet, I'm betting on BYU. And then we get Stanford coming into the College to face USC. USC played San Jose State, and you might say, well, San Jose State, big freaking deal. They won 30-7. San Jose State won their conference, which includes Utah State, which includes Boise State, which includes Fresno State. That is not a weak conference. The Mountain West Conference is not a weak conference. Stanford is down this year. I actually like USC to cover those 17 points. There was a nice shakedown, get the bugs out this week. I like the Trojans to cover those points in the Collie this weekend.
All right, so there you have it. I gotta ask you a question real quick before you go.
Ask me.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how high are you right now?
Why would you ask a question like that?
Why would you?
Why? What am I doing that makes you think that I'm high?
Nothing, dude. You're completely fucking sober. You're good. All right. We're gonna put his college picks up in our Discord.
I don't know, you just as you were going on.
Yeah, dude, you just get me and Gooch were just sitting. I can see Gooch in his camera here. I know we're just looking at each other like, dude, it's okay. He's just gonna go. Just let him roll. Like we were just making faces at each other. We're just like, let him go. Just let him go.
Well, what do you want me to do? It's my report. I'm trying to give. What was I supposed to do?
No, it was a very in-depth analysis of your picks. It was great. It was fantastic.
I couldn't get over Tony Black's Rutgers.
Rutgers
tagline.
Did you see what he said about Rutgers? He said it's Rutgers, home of the He said Rutgers, home of the STD.
Yo, Murph, I'm doing a show. Why are you calling me Murph while I'm doing a show live? Why is Murph calling me on the phone while I'm doing a show live?
He ate a Nerds Rope, Chef. He had a quarter of a Nerds Rope like about an hour ago, so he's ready to go 9 nights.
Yes, I am.
He's ready to go 9 nights. He's gonna go 9 nights. He's gonna go like Wendy. Wendy's gonna watch Wendy's gonna watch Little House on the Prairie, and Knocker's gonna pass out in a fucking stone just trance, like watching Laura Ingalls Wilder right now from the fucking 70s. All right, Knocker.
Wild Stallions.
Or Lifetime. Or my mom's gonna watch the Lifetime channel. One of the two is happening tonight. It's basically what's happening. So all right, everybody, I want to thank you very much again. We're not going there. We're gonna roll some marbles for the next couple hours here to just finish off the night. But again, a big shout out to my man Gooch Spot coming in today.
Hey, man, what a pleasure.
Second week in a row. Dude, I'm so happy you're coming on, dude. It's so much fun. We're gonna have you on again one more time before the season's done. We'll get you on the second half of the season, dude. When you come back and your Dolphins are number one in the AFC East. We'll have you back on at that point.
Oh, sure.
Let's go.
All right.
Murph. I'm doing a live show right now. Why are you calling
Because
me?
he wants to call me something. That's why.
God.
Exactly.
Oh, so what, you want me to put you on speaker or
No,
something?
don't put him on speaker. We're closing out. Tell Murph to F off.
Go ahead.
What do you want, Murph? I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can't hear him either.
Can't hear him, Knocker. We can't hear him. We cannot hear him. Whatever, he can suck it, Murph. Suck it, whatever you said. He probably called me a prick. That's probably what he did.
Exactly
Yeah, see, he
did.
probably called me a prick. Yeah, I'm glad we couldn't hear that. Thank you for an amazing show. Again, we're going to have it live for you to download. It'll be on iTunes, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and Twitch tomorrow at noon. Shout out to Johnny Icebox for getting that done for us every single week. So again, if you want to listen to the audio, go back and get our picks and just see what our analysis was. Go back and get it. If you want to see how high Knocker was for the last hour, you can also do that. Thanks, big shots to my mods. We're not going anywhere. We'll just take a quick 2-minute break. We're going to switch over to marbles here, run about a couple Grand Prix, and close you out for the night and ship you off. So stick around for some late night vibes. Gooch, I love you, man. Thank you so much. Big shout for Gooch.
I love you.
Love you, Gooch. Thank you so much, man, for the amazing night. Please get over there, follow Gooch, amazing marble streamer extraordinaire. Puts on an absolute show. So we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. We're not going in. We're just going to flip the tape. Knocker, go get some sleep. Say hi to mom. Hot shots on the line. Hot sauce shots on the line versus Gooch. God, I hope my picks win. Come on,
bro. You ready?
All right, Gooch. We'll see you next time, man. Thank you so much. Knocker, be good. Peace.